to talk. I'm so excited to talk Beverly Hills. Yes, my eye's still fucked up. I did wear makeup. You can still see it. Don't laugh at me. It looks like I have like one eye. My husband bought me an eye patch. I'm not wearing it. All right, guys. Erin, hi. Love you so much. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So this is Reality with Krista Marie, and this is Friday. Who's starting you on? Which is just Reality with Krista Marie. Who's starting you on? And we're doing Beverly Hills and Salt Lake, and just freaking excited to talk about it because I wait all week to talk about it. And let me wait till you guys get in the room. I see just Erin. I got my notes. So, okay, if you're on the Who's Starting On podcast side listening, can you please just, I love you so much too. Please follow the podcast. And if you can, rate it, review, all that crap. Not crap, but can you please rate, review? And if you do not like what I say, you can review it and just tell me what you don't like. And I will work on it because I know I'm sometimes a mess. Happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving to everyone. Yeah. So every Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if you're on Who's Starting You On podcast side, you can come over here and watch me live, watch the crazy live. I have an open panel, which let me drop the link. So you'll hear me talking to myself, talking to my callers, not callers, guests. We call them guests. And the live chats. So definitely go quick. So yeah, that's fun. Oh, hi, Mighty Grace. Oh, I just have to say you're here. I've been seeing you guys like in other chats, other thingies. I'm so excited. Hey, Renee. It's Friday, Renee. What are we doing tonight? Call me when this is over. Everybody knows my friend Renee, Mademoiselle. Hello, Mighty Grace. Okay. So I guess we'll start with Salt Lake first. Okay. I mean, I am Team Monica all the way. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't see. Okay, I even have my notes. I have in my notes every single thing that went wrong and whose fault it was and how it wasn't Monica's fault. I did drop the link, so if you guys want to come in and listen or talk, some pills on my nerves. If you want to call in while we go over the episode, you're more than welcome. Everything looks all right, right? Everybody sounds all right. Okay, cool. If not, let me know real quick. But yeah, okay. So let me smith my thing real quick. Did I say all the stuff? Subscribe. Oh, I didn't put my banner up. Do I even have one? I do. Okay. And yeah, there you go. Anything I say is alleged unless I have receipts. Or I just say true. No, it's alleged. And my opinions are my opinions. Same thing with my guests. They're just that, just opinions, guys. And I have a lot of them. So, all right, so let's start. I just lost my notes. Yeah. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh, share, notifications, please put notifications on. Hit all, please, just in case. We never know. You never know if YouTube's gonna get me for my cursing and stuff. I'm trying not to do that, but hey, look, I love all my new subscribers. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for coming, like literally showing up. And just remind everybody too, like you were making me laugh. Oh my God, I know, right? I'm not going to change it either. I'm not changing it. Sorry. Did I say Beverly Hills first? No, I said Salt Lake first, but Kyle's delusional. She's delusional. She's absolutely delusional. Listen, I'm just telling you now. I'm sticking to this. Happy Black Friday. Hey, Mimir, that I'm telling you Morgan's her sister, half sister. I promise you that's true. I'm pretty sure she's her half sister. It's the only thing that makes sense. If they were in a relationship, we would have seen it by now. She would have been flaunting that shit in front of Mauricio since he does it to her, right? Did you see I brought my other plant up? Oh, wait, I have to go this way. She was dying downstairs, the pink one. I had to bring all my plants in. Like, not all. I have like, you guys know, I have a whole backyard of plants that I grow from babies, But, yeah. Okay, so the first scene, of course, is Heather when she gets a call from her daughter. And it's the only time I like Heather. Erin, oh my God. Okay, before I pull Erin up, if you guys don't even know this, we and Erin did Who's Starting You On all last year. I think maybe last year before. I don't know. We are like glass half full, glass half empty. And I'm going to pull Erin up because it's like nostalgic. Hi, love.
Hello.
She's also like my best friend in my life too. So it's always like,
hello.
Okay. So to watch the episode, of course.
I watched Salt Lake. I haven't finished watching Beverly Hills yet.
Oh my God. I love it. 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 I love it.
I gotta be festive, girl.
Yeah, weren't you just in Disney a couple months ago or a month ago? You're always
Yes,
there, I feel like.
September.
Yeah. Erin loves Disney, but Erin always has her bows in too. We used to match. We used to try to color coordinate, but all right. So the only time I like Heather is when she's talking to her daughters. You know, and I don't even understand, is she Mormon or not? Is Heather Mormon or not? Like,
okay, so I can explain the Mormon thing. So she was kind of out when you get divorced, the Mormon church kind of pushes the
right.
woman to the side.
Yeah.
So she feels like they abandoned her, but she was still raised Mormon, so she still has the faith inside her, and she has those beliefs, but she doesn't really belong to the church anymore.
Why doesn't she act
She
like
doesn't have a home in that church anymore, so she's sort of lost. That's why she calls herself a bad Mormon, because she was ostracized, sort of like Monica has described too. That's what they do to divorced women.
Yeah.
And so it's sad. She's never done what Whitney does, where she signed the paper saying she's no longer a Mormon. So she is still a Mormon.
But
she's just not a practicing Mormon.
Okay, I get that. So why doesn't she act like that? Like, why does she drink? I mean, because I'm just asking. Like,
because she's a bad Mormon. Like, she admits, I'm a bad Mormon. That's why I drink.
She can't really be upset that she can't find a church. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she started drinking because they kind of put her to the side. What they've done to Monica.
I get it.
So I don't blame her or Monica for that. Like, the church abandoned them, so why should they be having to go into the Mormon box and follow the rules if the church isn't going to acknowledge them anyway?
And then say you're not more. Like, I mean, I guess if you
that's why she's saying she's not a practicing Mormon.
Right. Okay, I get it.
She does keep saying, I'm not a practicing Mormon, but she doesn't understand why she was ostracized for not following one rule, where Lisa Barlow doesn't follow so many rules, and yet she's welcome into the church. So
and the men never get ostracized either, except maybe like I think Justin did, but like you don't see what happened to Monica's person. Like gosh, she was sleeping. Like, you know, that family, did that woman and that man, did they get ostracized too? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess we have to find more stuff out, but I feel like Heather is projecting her emotional issues with the Mormon church on everybody else. Like, she was doing it to Jack, and I don't understand the whole rap thing with Lisa. Like, why you're not best friends? Okay, you guys, stop saying you're best friends, Heather and Lisa. Heather's like, this just
that's their joke. It's them being sarcastic.
But I think Heather really wants her to be her best friend. Heather is dying for Lisa's approval for years.
No, I think they want to be friends. I'm not saying that, but I think them saying best friends is sort of them being sarcastic about the situation.
Actually, Heather said it. Lisa
I think that's her being sarcastic about the situation. And I thought it was funny. I'm like, I was not a Heather fan last season. I will totally call that out. I think she's going into the season more light, trying to get back most of her sense of humor. I think people are still mad about the Jen Charles thing, so we don't want to think she's funny
this year. Well, she fucked up again for me, so I'm just saying, like, all right, so I guess I understand her Mormon thing, but moving on. I mean, like, all right, so I'm also obsessed with Monica and her daughter. That scene, like, I
love the Monica. I love getting to know this side of Monica.
It's amazing. Like, I thought her daughter I think her daughter is just so freaking mature and just like with her, like, she's like her mom's everything. Like, she will not let you, like, she just understands her mom and knows that, like, she's been through some stuff. And I understand. Like, I wonder if Mike, the husband, sees the kids. Like, I want to know so much more about her life. You know?
Yeah, I do too. I feel like we're getting a one-sided edited experience of Monica, because everybody goes, do you like Monica? I said, I don't know. I only know one side of Monica, and I like to know the whole person before I can judge.
Doesn't she remind you of me, though? The way she reacts?
A little bit.
Yeah.
There are some.
Yeah. That's why I think I love her so much, because I get it. But, I mean, she was prom queen. I was shocked at that. Not shocked because she's gorgeous, but
she is gorgeous.
I'm glad that she had a good time in high school. Like, I was thinking about her going to that new school and how I felt like I just never kind of recovered after. Like, it was like, I started high school at a new school, and it was just weird. I just kind of never recovered from it. Like, it was just, but I was proud of her, and I was trying to see what high school it was, because she was in Pennsylvania. So I was like, watch her be Delco.
Are you trying to insult my Delco chicks again?
No, but Delco bitches are so crazy, but you're so not. You must not drink the water. No, your friends are, though. Your friends are. Yeah.
But we're crazy loving. Kind of.
Okay. It's something in the water. I mean, look, you're not any, like, if there's Delco girls, it's Delaware County. Everybody's like, what's Delco mean? Delaware County. It's the county in Philadelphia where Erin lives. And usually they are crazier than me, or just up. But anyway, she was a prom queen in Pennsylvania. And I'm such a fangirl that she followed me, and she keeps, every time I post something about her, which is like every day, she like reposts it and hearts it and stuff. So I'm like scared.
Aww.
I know, I'm like obsessed with it. I don't fangirl over like real people. I fangirl over, like, well, not like she's a real person, but like Ryan Bailey, like other podcasters, like, I'm like, I want to meet Ryan, like, and I'm just like, Housewives, and I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. I wanted to give her a hug too.
Yeah.
And her mother, I don't want to hug her mother. No.
I think you are going to be shocked, but I don't know. I really actually thought Monica did not look bad in that fight, as much as she's getting grief online for it. I kind of understood her outburst. I did think that she's very emotional. Mm-hmm. She's very drama, but I thought that is who Monica is, and she's not showing it up for the camera. I thought maybe that was authentic. She was mad. Lisa Barlow went for her. She went for the juggler.
I know. And I have it listed in here. And I see like everything she did not do wrong. And Lisa was wrong from the front.
Now, I think they were both wrong, because you're never right in a fight.
Well, listen, let's start from the beginning, though. Let's start from the beginning. Heather and Monica were out, and Heather said, okay, Heather was like, you got to make up with Lisa. And Monica's like, yeah. She was so excited about it. She's like, that'll just, what?
That you're so right. I'm just liking that.
Yeah, I'm going to get there, because there's more. I have more. So, okay. Well, the prom queen thing, I loved it. It was awesome. And
I love that moment.
I know. And like, I hope Brie, and like, I hope that I want to know more about that part of her life. I want to know more about her husband. I want to know if he talks to her, if they're friends, the kind of relationship they have. Like, what does he think about her mom? Did he take her away from that? Like, everything. Like, I don't know. And if she's watching, I hope she is. And like, I send her clips and stuff. But like, I don't blame her for her mom. I don't have the same situation, but I get where you just don't want to engage, because like, either whether you're right or wrong, you still leave upset no matter what and hurt. So the only way to avoid it is, whether you're right or wrong, is to just not be around that person.
That's true.
So like, I know what I can't be around, because I can't, like, I'm just, I turn into that person again. Like, you could have done it to me 6 years ago, but you better have the same goddamn energy when I see you.
Now, when you're talking about her mom, her being with her daughter, what did you think of the mom driving up with the car?
She wants to be a housewife. She doesn't want to be a mom. She wants to be a housewife. She looked like a housewife. She only did that because to be a housewife. And if you really wanted therapy, if you were right, if you believed everything that you said to your daughter that day, she deserves a couple days to think about it. You should have left, disappeared, and got therapy. But what you did was go online and tear the shit out of her and destroy her online at the same time. Because I did the timeline, and that's when she started her shit online with Monica. Right when she said, like, right around that time. Like, you don't do that. If you wanted to be, like, if you really loved your daughter and you wanted to stop the toxic generational whatever, you would have done that, because Monica is trying to not engage with you at all. Therapy didn't work. She's telling you she's upset. You left her when she was 12 years old. Now we also know that her father, you did throw away everything that had to do with her dad. And I thought that from day one. So we're still on Monica's side, because she was 4 years old. She doesn't even know what her dad looks like. And her mom made everything just like, she took everything away from her. Why? Because he was gay? Like, why? He would probably still be, you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe that she doesn't know what her real dad looks like. That, oh my God. Just thank God that she actually did break the curse, because her daughters, are not going to experience what she did. And she won't let her mom do that to her kids. And if her mom, and I truly believe that if her mom comes back in the picture during filming, she's just going to be an asshole the whole time. I need a drink. She's going to be an asshole the whole time. And she's not going to be a mom. It's just not going to work. You cannot be on that show and try to be part of something and then also work on a relationship. Think about it.
Now, specifically, what did you think of Monica not driving her mom home?
She probably only lived 2 houses down. If it was that, take an Uber, lady. You don't know what an Uber is? Listen, why would she have to drive you home with her 5 kids and your mother? She probably doesn't live that far. I'm sure she has an Uber. She doesn't know what Ubers are. Like, you took the car from her and didn't care how she got home. So why the hell should you care? She should care how you get home, lady.
My thought was she didn't call ahead of time. She had the kids there.
Right.
She's not going to drop everything to drive you home because you showed up with the car. You could have called and said, I'm going to come. Can we arrange a time so that you can drive me back home? If she had done that, but it looked like she just popped over, and I almost thought it was because the cameras were there.
Of course they were. Did you see her ponytails? She thinks she's Marge. I was like, oh, she's trying, and it kind of reminds me of the other one's mom's not on Beverly Hills anymore. That did the doctor lady. Oh my God, what is her name? You know, the one that's not on the show anymore, but she told us everything about her life. I'm bipolar. I hate my husband Sean. I'm a lesbian. My mom was a doctor. She went to Burning Man and she turned into a hippie. That lady. Yeah. That's what her mom reminds me of. Forced and fake. Because like she didn't have that energy at the dinner. You know what I mean? Like, why are you like Monica in her head right now? The ladies that she's trying to be friends with, who she got screwed over by their bestie Jen Shah, like she's trying to fit into this like friend group, right? They're all, every time one of them gives her grace, she's more than welcome. She loved when Heather was there for her. She loved when Angie was there for her separately, you know. But then when they're all together, it's like, that was ridiculous at the end. She sat there crying. What else are you going to do?
That's true.
You can't fight back because you get in trouble. So yeah, your energy, you were just tearing her apart. Oh my God. Yeah, Bronwyn. Crazy. Where the heck is my soda? Sorry. I talked about. I don't know where my soda is, but my husband's not even him. I'll get it in a minute. Yeah. So, and I love that she just gave the pictures to her daughter. Like she said, I know what your dad looks like. And I want to know what he looks like. Because so far Mike's hot.
We're talking about Monica's mom, Lauren.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the Piggy's house. Yeah, tell me she didn't try to be a housewife. You know?
That's true. You're right.
And she left there instead of getting therapy. She could have went. Why did she have to wait for Monica? Like, she could have started the therapy separately, which I think they both need separately with maybe the same person, and then together. You know what I mean? Work on yourselves first.
I think that is an excellent point.
Right. She went right online and she's the one giving out all her names and telling on her. Like, oh, she didn't pay this bill and she's this person and she's that person and she's this person. Like, her mom said her name on camera. Like, we didn't know at the time what that meant, but now I do. Because Monica's like, why did that happen? Huh?
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? I'm trying, I have 3 names. You guys know, like one of my names, but like I technically would have 3 names because I never changed my married name. I have my mom's name for a long time. I just have 3 names. So you can find me under 3 different names, but I guarantee if you did a background check and I was on a federal case, you're going to find out if I'm a fraud or not, i.e. Monica. She can have thousands of names. They don't care as long as you're not committing fraud while you're on their docket, because guess what? If the other side finds out that you have something on you, then the whole case gets thrown out. So yes, people that try to tell me that's not true. Yes, they do. They do an entire background check. You cannot be committing a crime and go on and be a witness in a federal case, because then the whole case can get thrown out. Because they can call you a liar. Oh, you were a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't tell us about it.
Yeah.
Whatever. So if they're going to, what are they going to find? Heather brings up a $3,000 lawsuit. I'll give you $3,000, asshole. I guarantee we can raise it in like a week or less than that. You really need $3,000 that bad, Heather? I doubt it. You just,
but it's not Heather. It's her. I think that is the one thing I'm disagreeing when people are saying Heather is not suing Monica. Heather's businesses, and they may have a certain thing.
A what?
There may be certain rules in that business that they contracted, and Heather may not be in charge of those rules.
I guarantee she is.
She's not the full owner.
Yes, she is. She's not the sole owner.
She's not the sole owner. I've looked
Why
into
did
this.
they wait till now to bring it up then? Why did they wait till it was filming?
No, and this got leaked because this was already going through.
Probably Monica's mom.
Yeah. Now, it could have been Monica's mom who leaked it. We don't know. But no, this is the business, not physically Heather. And Heather does not own that business 100%.
Oh, that's sad for you, Heather. Why not, Heather?
Because a lot of people don't own a business 100%. She's always been honest from season 1 that she had partner.
I think she has an amazing business, but I think you need to shut up about the $3,000. That's ridiculous. You make that in 2 seconds. You make that.
But if you let everybody get away with you let one person get away, a lot of other customers are going to think you can get away with it. It still is a lot of money.
You can walk in there and say, "She's my friend. Here's the $3,000. I'll put it in the."
Why should she have to pay for her friend though?
She shouldn't, but she shouldn't. She knows that they're filming a TV show or whether they're on a reality TV show. And if you bring up some shit like that, it's not going to look good. So why do you do that? Why would you over $3,000? I'm sure your businesses and your partners can say,
it's also a TV show. They're supposed to make drama.
Yeah, but they didn't even bring it up. Well, they will there. They do bring it up next week, but
they're making a TV show and this actually happened.
I know. Well, great.
So there are two sides to everything.
I get it.
I want to wait till it actually comes up in the storyline to make a full judgment here.
I can't wait because I saw everything. I saw all of it. I saw the court prep. Dana has every single. I mean, it's easy to find, but it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. It just really is. I mean, all right, I won't say anything.
Let's wait till the actual show airs to judge Heather on this because we haven't seen it yet. The viewers in the comments haven't seen it yet. It's hard to judge when we haven't seen the actual proof. Yeah.
Well, anyway. So, what did you think about Angie and Sean's date? What do you really think about Angie and Sean? Like the truth about their relationship? What do you think?
So I did not like Angie last season, and I did not like Jen Shaw. And so coming into the season where Angie is a housewife, I think that I'm not being a very fair judgment of Angie because I already had that. I don't really like her because I thought she was a wish-washy friend. And that was kind of my feeling about her. I mean, she was real quick to turn. So I don't really like her personality. I may not have liked Jen Shaw, but I don't like wish-washy friends either. Either it's your friend or it's not your friend. After she pled guilty, or even when she was accused, if Angie had backed out of their friendship, I could have seen. But she's still her friend after accused. And she wish-washed before. Angie gives me a bad feeling, so I'll be fair that I am not an Angie fan. I do like her husband, though. I think he's very nice. He seems like he doesn't get a lot of attention in their relationship. Again, not a good sign for Angie. I think she's more invested in everybody else, it seems like, than him. Even when her father came over to eat, I was like, I mean, she didn't really even listen to his answers. And so those are things I noticed. I'm like, wow, he's talking. You just don't care. You're just asking the question to show that you asked the question.
Yeah.
So those little things bother me. For their relationship, it is hard to judge because they want us to feel bad for them. It feels like with the editors.
Yes.
And they want us to feel bad for him. And I do feel bad for him. I'm just not sure I feel bad for her because I don't trust her yet. She hasn't earned the trust.
I agree. I actually agree with absolutely everything you're saying. I cannot judge what is up with them. I don't know. I think that he's an amazing husband. I mean, not a husband, amazing partner.
Person.
And I think he probably is the head of the business because he's the hairdresser. You have to be a full cosmetologist. I don't think Angie is to own to be, you know what I mean? So I think he probably is very popular out there, but I don't know if I feel bad for him in a way. If he is in a situationship with her, he's not able to be himself, and I don't know why he's not. And if that's the case, I don't know, but everything about their relationship just points to they're just very like best friends. Maybe they loved and they thought they were in love in the very beginning, and they ended up having the daughter. And then maybe he said, "Look, let's raise her as a family. Let's not say anything about Maybe he's open out there. I don't know because all the women." Even when Angie and Whitney are talking, it seems like Whitney was trying to get her to say, "When do you guys have sex?" Like she was trying to get Angie to like talk to her about sex life with Sean. And I think it's because
I think that's Whitney in general in every situation. I think that's how she came off bad in the first season to a lot of women, because she's going in on their sex lives to every woman and they don't know each other. So to be fair, that just seems like Whitney, and not everybody's comfortable with that.
she needs to drink a drink. She needs a drink. Somebody
Yeah, so to be fair to that, I think Whitney just wants to talk about everybody's sex life, which is weird. I think because she's so open about hers, she just thinks everybody else should be.
Yeah, and I did not like her saying how like she was on the freaking floor of his desk. Like, obviously, no, we know. Why are you doing that? So he had a wife at home. That's why they were hiding it in the beginning. So her telling that story was like, I was like, it reminded me of, why are you so disgusting about it? If you're in love and he's gonna leave his wife, don't be so like don't, people are like, she said the door was ajar. I got to get to that scene. The whole Meredith, from the time that Meredith opens her mouth with Seth till the end of it, I wanted to throw up. Everything that they say, everything that they talk about is nobody gives a shit. I want to know which one of you told her that we cared about their fuck goddamn marriage. Sorry, I was gonna say that word. Who told you that we care about their marriage? Who told you? Who asked for this? I didn't ask for this. Did you ask for this?
I feel like they, for the podcast thing, are probably very interesting on a podcast. I can see why Meredith brought them on. Because they made such a splash in the first couple seasons with the relationship. I can see why. I don't think Meredith realized what we're seeing on camera about how they're not getting along now and how they're having trouble.
They are?
Well, they've gone to dinner. Whitney and her husband have said,
Whitney and Justin. Okay.
Whitney and Justin. So I can see why Whitney and Justin. Now, why Meredith and her were you saying why Meredith and her husband were starting a podcast?
In general, why do you? This is my theory. She faked that thing about them having problems first season so that she could have a podcast later on, because they probably never had issues to begin with.
I think they had issues.
And their kids are more over 18. So how is she worried about when they moved to Utah that he was going to take the kids? They're over 18.
No, because hold on, slow down. Slow down. So when they were moving to Utah, she said that. Now, one of the children was under 18 at that point. Probably the boy.
Because they're like 25 now.
No, they're not 25.
They're at least
her son's like 20 now.
Yeah, but I really don't think they were 18 when they. I mean, maybe, but
no. One of them was under 18 when they moved there. The son was under 18. It's a fact. He was under 18 when they moved to Utah.
Right. But
now, was he old enough he could have just chose where he wanted to live? Probably.
That doesn't make any sense to me. You're not going to fight for custody with grown kids.
But to be fair, Utah laws.
Oh well, you moved there for a TV show, lady.
No, hold on. She was living there a year before the TV show started. That's what I think you're missing on the timeline. You're thinking she moved there and we're seeing her in the beginning. No, she was already living there like a year or so. She had already known these ladies a little while.
Why did she move there anyway?
For her business.
Her jewelry business?
She was opening there. She has a storefront.
Oh, okay.
And it is a good tour. Where they live is a tourist area where a lot of people do have shops, and it's a good.
She fits in there. I just don't.
And I think her jewelry fits in there, and it is a big. I have looked at that when the show started, so no, that made sense. She was already established there a year or two before the show started.
Did you see how shocked he was when she said that? She's like, "You thought?" He's like, "You thought what?" Like. She should have said, like, he had no idea. That is a big deal to feel that way and not ever tell your husband. I was afraid you were going to take the kids, and now this is the first time he's hearing about it.
Well, in fairness, I think they were really having trouble. Like, he knew about.
Maybe they were, but like, then why didn't you tell him you were afraid he was going to take?
But because if he thought that's what she was afraid of at the time, why would he have signed the paper?
Sign what paper?
Because this is what they're talking about. They got a prenup.
Okay,
post thing.
Right.
She needed him to sign that.
Right.
And if she knew that she thought, if he knew at the time she was afraid they were heading towards divorce, why would he sign a paper?
He signed it anyway. This is the
thing. He signed it because he wasn't thinking that. He was just thinking it was a safety thing.
But it
because
was.
they were moving
It
to
was
Utah.
a safety thing because she
Hold
was
on.
afraid to take the kid.
Krista, slow down.
Okay, I'm confused.
So how she went about it, it sounds like this.
Sweet.
They were moving there.
To
She
Ohio.
goes to him, hey, we're moving to a state that's not fair to me. Do you
Utah.
mind signing this just in case, hey, something does go
Right.
wrong?
Well, that's exactly what I thought was.
But he doesn't know that something is going wrong. So why wouldn't he sign the paper?
What was going on?
If he knew that in her mind that she does not think they are getting along because he's traveling a lot and stuff like that, and they're not connecting,
That's a shame.
then that's why he signed the paper. Had she said, I think we're heading towards divorce, no man in his right mind is going to go, yeah, I'm going to give you 50% and I'm going to sign it on the paper. He signed it because he thought, oh, yeah, sweetheart, if it makes you feel better, sure.
Okay. Well, again, why wasn't she making him aware of what her problems were with him? So he could, if she had all these issues and he had no idea.
Because she let him know after he signed the paper. Now, did she go into great detail? No, because Meredith is not a good communicator. I think we've realized this on the show.
It doesn't say, well, it seems like she is now because she's telling everything to everybody on a podcast.
Because she's trying to do better.
I still don't think, I think, honestly, I hear what you're saying. It just, to me, it makes no sense. If you thought, listen, if he had no idea, if she really thought that they were having problems, I really don't think they were. If he signed it, it was probably just because they were, like she said, we were moving to a state and I thought you would take my 14, 15-year-old kids from me, which of course he wasn't going to do that because he lives with her and they weren't getting, I doubt they were getting a divorce and the kids was whatever, the whole thing, whatever. But the fact that he had no idea.
Because I still see trouble with them. So I think there was trouble there because they don't seem to connect that well. So I definitely think there was problems.
Well, yeah, obviously I agree because he has no idea that there's problems.
Yeah, but I mean, even in other scenes, he's been very clueless of things. I think that they do not communicate well, and not communicating well can lead to problems. So I believe there were problems.
Okay. On a lighter note with the four of them, I'll just skip to the podcast part anyway. I really think that they have foursomes. I think that they're swingers. The four of them. I absolutely think they're swingers. You don't think so? Seth would not stop talking about sex the entire time. He wanted to know about their sex life, their sex life, their sex life, their sex life. Where did you have sex
They're
at?
trying to make money.
But it says the thread. It's about marriages that are not, I don't even know what it's about because apparently nobody's hanging by a thread anymore. They were, but they fixed it, she says. And he didn't know about it, but she fixed it.
But all marriages are holding by a thread. That's the point.
Do you think that, though? I don't think that. Mine's not.
Yeah, but you choose every day to be married to your husband.
Yeah.
That is a choice.
Sometimes I don't want to be married to him now, but yeah.
All marriages can end in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And you choose to stay loyal to your husband every day that you don't cheat on him. He does the same to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is it's always by a thread because either one of you can break it.
Sure.
You choose not to. That's the idea of it's holding by a thread.
Like that's a huge choice. It's like not like a choice. Like I think there's a lot of things that have to lead up to be hanging by a thread. Like there's got to be a lot.
I think in like because done counseling afterwards and stuff like that. I think everything. Even you and I have a beautiful, great friendship. It is always a thread. We choose to be careful of the thread and to be mindful of it and to choose love and respect towards each other. But all relationships are a thread. Anybody can break them.
True. Okay.
I like the idea of the thread. I've thought about this a lot. So
I feel like it's just they could do better. They could do way better than this. I like their picture on it. I like their Canva picture.
I like the name because I feel like all relationships are I think if you don't, sometimes you take the relationship for granted. If you remember it's just a thread, you're careful of it, you're respectful of it. So
that's true. That is true. If you always think of it like that, then yeah. Like if you always feel like you know what I mean? Like if you always think this could be over at any point, like if this could be over, like you know what I mean?
And you care more and you protect it more and you like Shay B said, you cherish it more.
But most people tell their person why they're getting the post-nup or pre. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But again, Meredith is not a good communicator.
did he read it? Like, did he not read it? I mean,
I don't think he did.
Because then he's so clueless. He signed something again. I think they're lying. Because how did you not know? You act so surprised. But apparently the post up was for that reason. So you obviously he just said, okay, I'll sign my life
away. I think he has the personality that just goes along with stuff, though.
Right, but I also feel like Justin and when he just talked about sex the entire time. He wanted to know about where they had sex at. He wanted to know, okay, wait, so do you guys have a lot of sex? Where did you have sex at?
See, I had a different theory, and yes, I stole this from Twitter. I will totally admit it. I totally stole this from Twitter.
No, I don't. Okay.
Somebody said there's a game out there that talks about relationships, and they said some of his questions sounded like they just came from the deck of cards. That
yeah, he chose the sex ones. Thank you.
He chose the game that about your sex life and stuff like that. It looked like he was just picking cards from this sex game. Like, where have you done it at least?
He picked all the good ones. Yep. He picked all the good ones.
He's like, I forget the name they listed on Twitter, but it was hilarious. And I was like, is this a real game? And then I was afraid to Google it because I don't want to do it.
It was not about their relationship, except for the one part that he asked about what was the hardest part. I really loved the I did like the question, what was the hardest part of your marriage? Because really, honestly, that's a really good freaking question to ask somebody. Like, what is your, you know what I mean? Like, what was the worst, or like, what was the hardest time? And like, her answer was awesome. I mean, I was like, okay, this is real Whitney and Justin right here.
By the way, the post stuff does not hold up in court as well. So I don't understand getting a post up. I guess it's a little safety, but
you're already
post ups don't hold up in court that well. So just saying.
I mean, yeah, like you might as well just get somebody to notarize a letter or something, like, and see if that'll hold up just as well, you know. But yeah. So yeah, that whole scene was just weird to me. It was just very strange to me. Thank you. Where am I at now? We passed it. I thought, wait, did I
I'm so sorry, I distracted you.
No, because I wanted to talk about the podcast part because now I get to skip that part because we already talked about it. So it was just very cringe to me. Meredith is on my nerves. I just keep saying Bugle, like she seems dusty. I can't get the dusty comment out of my head. And she reminds me like she's gonna hand you like a bag of Bugles or something. Like just dusty Bugles, or like that tastes really gross, and like old soda, like I don't know. Like RC Cola.
I will admit Meredith is not my favorite.
She dresses like it's like the Deb.
I want to say character on the show because I just don't know that we've met the real Meredith.
No,
so I do always call her a character because I feel like she just puts up this wall and I have no idea who Meredith is.
This is Meredith. Every time we see her, it gets worse. It's like, why are you talking like this? And Lisa, oh my God, thank you, Monica. I think her like freaking voice is fake too. Lisa, like she's like a sex worker. It's like
Lisa, if Lisa was faking who she is, she's not doing a very good job. So I think we are getting Lisa.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
because I think we'd like her a lot more. I don't think people, and I've talked to a lot of people. People go back and forth with Meredith a lot, but nobody thinks they actually know who Meredith is. So
exactly, all I know.
She's sort of like the.
I don't see because we don't really get their family.
We got their families in seasons past, and it's still like
though. That's what I liked her. I think the most when Brooks is around, because Brooks is a whole scene himself, and the daughter is because they just interact with her so funny. He's just like, yeah, we're gonna get our like nails done. And I love seeing them together. She's like, okay, let's go get our nails done. And I'm like,
yeah, when she's with her kids, I feel like we know Meredith better.
Yes.
And her family, not so much her husband sometimes, but with her kids, we really do see Meredith. And I like Meredith then. That's when those moments, but sometimes with the group, I'm just like,
yeah,
I almost forget Meredith was there.
I know. And I thought she was going to be the biggest mouth this time.
I thought going into the season with Jen Shaw being gone, I thought, oh, good, we're going to get to know these ladies.
Yeah, Jen Shaw.
We've gotten to know Lisa better. Good or bad, we've gotten to know Lisa better this season. We've gotten to know Whitney better. Again, good or bad. And I think there's both. So I think they're both being real because There are points of Whitney that you love, points of Whitney that you hate. That makes me feel like those are real personalities they're showing, good or bad. Yeah. They're real. And Heather Gay, I think, is trying to redeem herself so far this season for past seasons. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering what we're going to get next episode, because I think we're going to see Heather without the I'm trying to redeem myself Heather.
I would like to see, I just thought about this. I would like to see Heather with a boyfriend. I think Heather needs a life. Honestly, not in the mean thing. I think if she had a boyfriend, we would not have to see her trying so hard to be a housewife. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, again, with the ladies now, her bestie's gone. Thank God their bestie's gone. Her trying to be Lisa's bestie is just, they don't look right together. Mary was not there at all. At all. I think Mary is just wanting an apology and she's not getting it. So she's like, I'm only going to film when I went. Like, Mary was not there.
Well, it's not surprising. Mary is not a full-time housewife. Mary is a friend of.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So, and Mary doesn't participate in things. So if it's not something she can stay in the Sprinter van about, how are you going to film Mary? They all came separately. You can't film Mary in the Sprinter van. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
No, but could you see her in the bonnet trying to churn butter? She'd be pissed.
No. No, I don't see that going on her head. In fact, I feel like that would have never made it on her head.
No, she's not nice, because I think, listen.
I want to see what happens next week before I judge Heather. I feel like I'm going into this going, I didn't really like her last season. I thought at least one thing you could say was she was loyal. She didn't favor with the Jen Shaw thing, whether you liked her or not, which I didn't. At least she wasn't like Angie, which was too wish-washy for me.
Because Jen threw her shoes over the freaking boat and then made her pay for her husband's goddamn birthday.
Yeah, but she was just a wishy-washy person.
Because Angie treated her like shit during the season. Angie's like, wait, you're supposed to be my friend.
No, I could get that. But then she was so easy to forgive her and go back like a little puppy.
Because I think that she was trying. I think that Angie was like shocked that Jen was treating her like shit.
She was like a little puppy.
I know, because I would never talk to her again. She's like, Jen, here, I have a party for you. I'm like, she just threw your shoes over the freaking goddamn thing, And she's like, Jen, chasing around the party. And I'm like,
I'm so sorry. That was so bad, Angie. I do apologize.
I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you right now, Erin.
But that's what you reminded me of. I was like, just get some balls, woman. So that's why I cannot say that I want to like Angie. I want to like you.
I want you to like her, because I want Angie and Monica, and I would see if Heather wants to be the cool girl, she needs to be friends with Monica and Angie, because they are the actual young cool girls. I mean, even though Angie's a little bit older, Lisa and Meredith are has-beens. Okay, sorry, my opinion only. They're has-beens, and that's only because I hate the way they act. And if Heather wants to be a cool girl, Lisa's not the one. She's not a good friend. She doesn't really like Heather. Remember, she's a good time girl. Blah blah blah. Like that's how it started. So that's the first thing we heard out of Lisa, was how she was a good time girl. And then when she turned on Meredith with a hot mic moment, Lisa's just not a good person. And then she didn't like Monica for absolutely no reason.
But Lisa is good TV.
Exactly. She makes me laugh.
I don't want her to go anywhere, because
she made me.
You may not like her, but you like to. But yeah,
I like to watch her. Yeah, I like her making an asshole out of herself. Mm-hmm.
So stay. Absolutely. She can stay. Meredith, I'm okay if she wants to move on and say I've done enough. Because I still don't know Meredith, and we're on the 3rd or 4th season,
and we're still talking about Seth and her marriage. Like, what else?
And I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, where's your sisters, your brothers, your mom? I don't know.
No.
Remind me. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is a great point. And
did you watch half of Beverly Hills?
I watched half of it.
Did you see who showed up at Erica's?
Nope. Who?
Her mom.
Oh, yeah. No, I did. Okay. By the way, her mom getting on her nerves was so funny.
Do you remember me saying remember when we did Who Started on Beverly Hills? Remember me saying that we've never seen her with her family and any kind of emotion out of her? And like, listen,
but we have seen her with her mom before.
Once. I remember one time when she
she went home, we saw her with her mom for a visit.
But when does she ever talk about, and like, remember all the other ladies will talk about their families and Christmas. You see emotion, like Garcelle talks about her. I'm just saying, Erica's never had emotion. And I feel like she watched our show and she heard me say she needs to be emotional, show us something like family, Christmas. She's bringing up Christmas and shit. I'm like, oh, she does see her mom on Christmas.
I think we are this season. I've liked it. Even though I've understood Erica in the past, this season I really enjoying watching Erica and getting to know her better.
And I really wish that she would have faked this the whole time. And then I would have, if she would have faked this the whole, listen, the girl doesn't know what empathy is, so none of this makes sense to me. But we'll get there. Anyway, I want to get to Lisa because, okay, let's just remember how Monica was more than willing. She's like, yeah, okay, great. She was really drinking, excited to hang out with Lisa. Okay. We get to the Pioneer lunch, which I thought was weird. I think it's offensive. I'm not really sure because I don't know if Joseph, that guy that married the 14-year-old girl that started the Mormon church, I don't know if referencing him is a very good idea, but I don't know. Anyway, he married.
Now, you could buy those things locally, so I don't know if it was offensive because she just said she went local places, and this place where she went does these activities. And you can look it up online. This is an actual place you can go. They do the turning of the butter, and they do those activities. So this might just be something.
But I don't complain about the Mormon church being a bunch of predators either. Just saying. But anyway, they could have done the hump.
I thought it was an odd. I did not see how Heather jumped from her book signing to this, to be honest.
Yeah, like, why don't you do a rap battle or something? Or the Humpty Dance. They could have done the Humpty Dance.
Find it.
The Humpty. Oh, bye, Auntie. Listen, they could have did the Humpty Dance because Sean doesn't like the lunch with, the dinner and lunch with Sean. I saw the admission in her eyes. I don't know if I don't get their relationship, but I wish they would just, if he's with somebody else, it's not good. I don't know how it would feel to force. I don't know. Maybe they are really married or they really do. I don't know. The dog has to go in between them and the daughter has to go in between them. It's like two whole adults and a dirty dog in between you when you have a hot husband who you say is hot. And I'm sure listen, I feel like she's such a good relationship with her dad. So she's not a needy, I need to be mad. I feel like people that have bad relationships with their dad are very needy in their relationships. I'm just saying that is my general opinion, that says she's so good with her dad that she's very like who said the Church of Predators? A lot of people when he married a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, I think that's a little out of context, so we're gonna go with allegedly.
Okay, predators. Let's see, what else can we call them when an adult marries a 14-year-old girl?
No, but that's what happened years ago. That's not what's happening in the Mormon church now. You're thinking of the LDF thing, I think.
But they referenced his name in the show. They put his name up on the show, and they talked about him. And that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you talking about? If that was so long ago, don't put Joseph, whatever, I forget his name, on the show with Bravo. She referenced him. So, okay. Anyway, they could have did the Humpty Dance.
I think nobody knew where you were jumping from.
Yeah.
I think we thought you were talking about now.
Well, what, they call them predators now?
No, you're talking about somebody who's alive and doing it right now. You're talking about somebody like 100 years ago. The way you said it was confusing. I can't remember who said it though. Maybe we can just move on.
Yeah, let's move on because it was maybe it was.
Just move on from that. Maybe take that comment down.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, listen, I think Sean and Angie look like a good couple. They probably have an amazing friendship, amazing best friendship, amazing partnership. Like they do really good. And like, maybe they just lost their way. I don't know, like she said. And she said that, if it's just music, that's the problem. They can fix it. They just have to like.
I think Angie and her husband will fix it if they want to. So I'm giving them great hope.
Yeah. I know. I was so excited. I was wondering.
I love Corey.
I know. Corey. I thought you had off. I was like, I wonder if you. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys are going to be there. I love you guys. Yeah. Actually, I can say. Let me just say that's my opinion, and I'll just say that's my opinion. And a lot of churches, it's not just that one. You could say it about a lot of people. Anyway, but okay. So when we get to the thing now, Monica says hi to Lisa, and what does Lisa do? Nothing.
She kind of hides and just sips on her drink.
Yeah. But why not say hi? Like, she tried. She's
it.
obviously trying in that moment. Yeah. I know.
That's all she does.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, okay, crime number one, not Monica in the Lisa Monica thing. That's now Lisa. Now, Monica, we got 2 for Monica because she said, I'll be friends with Lisa, all excited. And she said hi to her. We have 0 for Lisa. So 2, 0. Okay, moving on. Then we get to the thing where we're like, oh, let's play this stupid game. Everybody turns butter. It's
I
funny.
did not like this game.
Well, exactly. Bravo does it every single time. I don't know if it's Bravo or you know what? Because every time this game's played, it creates years of freaking the dinner from hell. Every single time it creates years of divides.
Now, okay, so let's just go with everybody in the chat. Who would you kick off the thing? I'd be like, I'll jump off first. I'm not kicking out. Normal people would be like, I'll jump off. I'm not kicking off one of my friends.
I would let some of my clothes go. I would probably show off. Everybody get rid of one bag. Everybody get rid of one heavy item. How about that?
Yeah.
That way nobody has to get kicked off. But Lisa has to say that Monica is mean to women? Who is she fucking?
Yeah, she could have just said Monica and dropped it.
Yeah, exactly. She could have just said Monica and they could have laughed about it. And she could have said, I'm going to say Lisa. Ha, ha, ha. Because we don't get along. That's why we're saying it.
She didn't have to say the nastiness after.
So then why are we mad at Monica for not wanting to go on a goddamn Bahamas trip with these people? Take them. Why would you want to take Lisa? Or listen, you guys can go with my family, but I'm not going to put myself in this position any longer. You know? And of course she's going to all she did was call her old, for fuck's sake. She didn't say anything about her mother. She's just calling her old.
I think it wasn't what she said, but how she said it. And I think that was I think these ladies react to reaction.
Yeah.
Because Lisa could stay calm and he when she insulted Monica, they did not take it seriously. They weren't listening to the words almost. But because Monica got loud and was upset, they paid attention to her anger instead of listening to why she was hurt to get angry. That's what it felt like. It felt like, no, Monica is not right in how she reacts. She is too old to react the way she does, but I can understand why she reacted the way she did.
Do you see how calm she is until then? She's trying to, she let
No, Lisa... I gave her credit. Did you not hear me give her credit?
Yeah, I know. But in this situation, it's like, Heather, you already understand. Lisa has now 3 times dissed her, whatever. This is the 3rd time now.
I feel like these ladies aren't paying attention to the words.
Right. I know.
They're only paying attention to when somebody gets loud. And because Lisa wasn't loud, they weren't listening.
Well, then when Jen Shaw did it all those times, why were they fighting so hard for her? Jen Shaw screamed and yelled like a maniac every single time before she got caught being a thief.
Because they were afraid of Jen Shaw.
Exactly. So they think that Monica is some pussy or something, and she's not. She's really not. She probably, to be honest, she's doing a lot better than I would.
Hi, Brandon.
Oh, is he there? I don't see the
No, Corey said he said hi.
Oh, hi, Brandon. Oh, I see it. Hi. I love him. He's my love bean. Yeah, and Justin Whitney, and again, you could have why not have Angie and Sean on? She's they're the couple that we want on the most. It's wait, there's other couples that have more issues allegedly. This whole thing that was made up of Meredith and the husbands. Why wouldn't you have Sean and Angie on there?
Okay, so my opinion is
they were having sex.
First of all, Angie's not coming on Meredith's show.
Right.
Second thought is Meredith is going to kiss butt to anybody she gets on the podcast. So of course she's going to say that to Whitney.
But
whether it's true or not, she's just happy to have somebody show up to her podcast.
I think they have swingers. I think they're swingers.
I still don't think they're swingers.
I do.
I mean, I believe they could be swingers, but not swingers to each other.
Maybe Seth just wants to have sex with them.
I feel like he was picking from that deck of cards, that game, or maybe
he picked all the sex ones.
I got a theory. Maybe because he's not getting any, he has a lot of questions about everybody else's.
Well, then they should be talking about how they're not getting.
I'm sorry.
Because I can't, yeah. And he kept talking about dirty. Oh, no. Oh, God, remember the beginning? And she's like, you're a dirty, dirty boy. I'm like, ew, you're a dirty, sweaty boy. I was like, ew, Meredith, now I really can't take you anymore. Like, God darn it. Does she say that to him when they're like, he's like, I shower every day. It's like, oh, God, like, why are you saying you dirty, dirty boy? I was so, and then it's like, I swear that they want to have sex. Like, I swear it's a thing. I don't know. Hey, Love Bean. Hey, Bren, sorry. Oh, I'm telling my husband to bring me a drink. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just want to watch. No, not them. Oh God, no, not them. Not them. I
was like, what?
No, not them.
Did you see my face?
Sean and Angie. I would like. Look, I'm a weirdo. Sean and Angie. I want to see what Monica's husband looks like. I saw him. He's so freaking hot. But I want to see what the other dude looks like. We gotta look that up. Monica, if you're watching, are we allowed to know? Like, why aren't you talking about this stuff? Like, she brought it up and nobody wants to talk about it, and I do. There's so much more to her. Like, there's a whole husband and we don't even know about. We have a whole affair we don't know about. We have a whole the things that they're coming up with now are stupid. I haven't paid my bills. I'm sure there's bills out there. I paid my face bill, but I mean, you know, back in the day, I had, you know, my old name. I'm sure, like, Google me, Christ, I owe a lot of people a lot of money, but like that was like credit cards when you're younger, and I just never paid them. Aaron's like, that's not normal. You should pay your credit cards. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. I guess I did. Yeah, that was fucked up. But all right, so
keep up your credit. We're not promoting don't paying bills. We're promoting paying bills. If you want to see a good, go to In My Opinion. She'll tell you how to save money. Okay, she's a great channel.
I think I should put it like, I'll probably put a disclaimer up. Sorry guys, pay your bills. It doesn't matter. It does not go away. It stays forever. Pay your bills. Doesn't matter how old you get. It'll follow you till the no end. And definitely pay your taxes. Always pay your taxes. Don't ever screw the government. Don't ever commit mortgage fraud. You know, Jen Shaw is don't ever commit mortgage fraud or anything like that. Definitely pay all your bills. Don't subscribe to any of the stuff that Jen Shaw has done on the show or anybody that's a criminal on the show. Yeah. Okay. So I'm still Team Monica. I want to move on to Beverly Hills. I want to move on to Beverly Hills.
This is a good YouTube page that gives you good financial advice.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I heard who is it? I've heard of her.
In My Opinion, is actually her name. You can watch her. She's usually on the panels for Chronicle Greyhead Diva or trying to get her on the juice. Good channel.
I've seen her name, that name, so I was like,
she's wonderful, wonderful lady, and she puts out all this. If you financial help, how to get help. I really like her, and I like her.
I should ask her some questions.
She's very useful, and she loves comments. Feel free to comment in her field, and if you ask her a question, she'll research it and show it on her YouTube page. I really enjoy that about her.
Huh.
Oh, Naughty Love is good too. I would just talk about financial, but yes, I will drop Naughty Love's channel.
Okay.
We love Naughty Love here.
I do too. And also when I get into when I do the descriptions, I will definitely put it in the description. That's what I've been doing every time when I upload it to the Who Started Your Own podcast site. I put it on both descriptions, whoever is on the panel, whoever we mention, and whoever. I know I was waiting for you, Shan. Listen, Shannon Van, she's been saying this every Friday, and it makes me excited. So now I'm like, I do think of you when I'm getting ready because I have a bum eye, guys. It's really bad. I decided
you can't even tell though.
You can't. I think
it doesn't look bad on camera.
It looks like
when you're going up close, we can see, but you can't.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was like, I gotta show up. I love Fridays. This is so much fun. And it's like, you know, it's like the and you're here with me today, and it's so exciting.
Subscribe to Shannon Van. The link is in the chat right now. Okay, subscribe to her. She's wonderful. Great channel.
Yes, Shannon Van, Naughty Love, Shannon Van, and I did drop the call in like 5 minutes to call in. But all right, so let's move on to Beverly Hills. I mean, I know, like, I already, you know, Team Monica is my whole thing. That whole scene. Okay, we'll finish that real quick because I don't think she should get. Would you want to go? Like, at that moment, maybe she was just very upset. I get that. We know that she still goes, but in that moment, Heather should have not said to her, You were fine. What's wrong with you? Why are you switching it up? You were just screaming at Lisa. She's trying to calm the hell down, Heather. Like she's crying because no matter what she does, she's like wrong. And that's how I feel. And it's like, I don't understand why these ladies think it's so horrible for her not to go on a trip. And, or like, why would she want to go on a trip? Like, why would you expect her to want to go after that? I do think maybe she should have just bit the bullet and acted cool. Like, okay, yeah, all that, okay, fine. I'll just drown Heather or I'll drown Lisa. Ha ha ha. Like, what I mean?
think in the moment she's too emotional. I would give Monica a moment. I think she's going to come to her senses. But in this moment, I would not want to announce the trip either. I could understand how Monica was feeling. She just got off an attack. Somebody attacks you, and then you're going to be like, hey, come to my birthday thing in the Bahamas. No, I got her feeling there.
That's right. It was her birthday thing.
They're going to celebrate her birthday, and you're going to invite this girl that just said that she's a crappy person. No, I got that.
And then look how cool Heather was with her when they were hanging out at the bar. They looked like they were having so much fun at the bar. Now Heather's turning on her. The second that Lisa, hey Lauren, okay. The second that Lisa comes around, Heather's like, oh, screw Monica. That's how I feel. Thank you. I love being thrifty too. I feel like, I feel like the second Lisa's around, Heather, they all forget about poor Monica. But like, she is the coolest girl, I think. I don't know. But I'm curious. I kind of know what happens at the Bahamas. So I'm just going to say now, I'm going to be Team Monica the whole time. But we're going to move on to Beverly Hills.
I'm going into it ready to judge off what I see.
Okay. Yeah.
I like to go into it open-mindedly. I am glad to end that Lisa Barlow apologized, Monica apologized.
Yes, sorry.
I can understand apologizing, but still not being ready to go on a trip with these ladies.
You're right.
I think that Heather should have given it a little time, done another activity maybe, and then announced the thing. Unless she ran out of activities, then there's no choice. But
I actually believed Lisa. In that moment when she apologized. I really think
I did too.
Saw that she was like, this is not that serious. I don't really hate the girl. I really believe it in the time Lisa, maybe she doesn't really know how to apologize, but it was a good apology. They both, and I'm glad that Monica apologized back to her.
It did. It seemed very sincere on both sides when she said, this is going on long enough.
Right, exactly. That's how I think she truly felt that. She's like, wait, this is not that serious. Like, we've had worse in our group. You know what I mean? Like, Monica didn't do it. You know what I mean? But then she was not being, when she said the Devil's Circle, it is called the Devil's Triangle. That is actually the place, the town. It's a town in the Bahamas. I'm saying Bermuda, Bahamas. Bermuda.
I don't think it's what she said. I think it's how she said it, which
I know, but she was.
But I think she was in an emotional state. I think they should have given it. That's why my opinion is they should have given it like a little bit of time for Monica to cool down, for the situation to cool down. I would have gone, hey, let's check out our butter. Let's see how that turned out, and then maybe come back to it.
You would have too. You would have said to you. I could see you at an event with us, and me having a breakdown, and you go, "Let's go see what's going on over here," and like totally, like you would. You do know how to like. You actually can calm me down.
Let's distract. Let's move. It'll move on the situation.
Yeah. As much as I like push back, sometimes you do
because it's all about knowing the friendships and the people.
That's true. And it's like she sat there, all she did was start crying because, again, you guys are like, she said something a little like smart, whatever. And then she just sat there and started crying. And I was like, I wanted to hug her because it's like, I see how she feels. Because sometimes you get that frustrated because you can't react. You're going to cry. You have to let it out somehow. And now Heather's like, now you're crying.
That's
like,
true.
Heather, you had a black eye. I cried every time because you would not tell us. I cried because you were on my nerves so bad because you would not tell us who gave you the black eye. And Andy kept saying, it was Shaw, wasn't it? It was Shaw, wasn't it?
So what did you think of Beverly Hills?
I'm surprised. All right. Well, first of all, Kyle beat it. Okay. Fucking beat it. You are so retarded. I'm sorry. Listen, Sutton knows what your husband's done. You're not going to turn it around on Sutton. Don't turn your life and your issues. Kyle's trying to gain control. She felt like she's never had control. I don't know if she felt like she's never had control of her life. Mauricio apparently has been controlling this marriage the whole time. He's been allegedly, I don't want to say allegedly because I've seen receipts, but I wasn't in the room when he had sex with Elsa Jean. Allegedly, he's been having this affair with Elsa for a couple years. Brandy knows about it. Kyle's known about it. So apparently maybe she felt like she's lost control of that because he just went out there and got her pregnant, all reckless. He stayed in she makes comments about his show. She wasn't allowed to film there. She wasn't allowed to be there, whether it was his fault or Bravo's fault. I think that Kim or Kathy she's been treated like the stepchild, the redheaded stepchild her whole life. And somebody said it on a podcast or somebody said it on Reddit. Somebody that knows him really well, that Kyle was always treated like the ugly sister. Like, and then Kathy and the mother was very mean apparently. And it was very into just one of those Hollywood moms. And no matter what Kyle says about her, this woman is saying she's had it very hard. Kyle's always felt insecure. Like she married him. Kyle's been married 3 times or something, apparently. And like the other guy, Farrah's dad, she didn't even know, he never even spoke English. And I don't know much about him.
No, he speaks English. That's rude when people say that online.
I know. English. It's like, wait a minute, doesn't he speak? Yeah, I guess I
know. No, he speaks great. He's fluent. We've seen him on the show. He speaks English.
People said that, I was like, I guess I shouldn't have said that because I don't know why somebody even said that. But anyway, like somebody was saying, but then there's also things on there about like Mauricio flirting with Farrah. That kind of grosses me out. No,
that's gross. Let's not go there because that's not true. He does see her as his daughter. No,
I know, but the thing is, I see him. He grosses me out now. Now
but I don't think he's flirting with any of his kids or even his stepkids.
Let's take that off the table.
Let's not go there. We're not that kind of low disgusting.
But I wonder if he would think it was funny if PK tried to sleep with Farrah.
No, I don't. I think he would be mad. He does see them as his children.
Somebody told.
No. Those are his children. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to talk about the kids.
It wouldn't even be funny. Yeah, it wouldn't even be funny.
No, I don't want to discuss the kids. I will leave. I won't discuss their kids. That's off the table for me.
Yeah, so allegedly, now I want to say allegedly because there was another person besides Elsa who was on a podcast recently that said, basically alluded to it being Mauricio, some very disgusting things that he pays for. Now, he's never denied this, okay? Kyle apparently has known about this, but the problem is that he was reckless about it. Allegedly, Elsa Jean got pregnant in February of 2021, had the baby, kept it a secret, obviously because it's not supposed to be out there. But anyway, she meets Morgan. Well, Morgan is allegedly it's her half sister. I truly believe it. If it's not, then the friendship's weird to me. They're not seeing each other. They're not having a relationship, or we would have seen it. But I don't like what Kyle's doing the way she's acting is strange. You might have quit drinking, but you're acting like you took some pills or you took some crazy pills or something. Like Sutton's never been your problem. The other ladies are never nobody in this group, and nobody else is your problem, Kyle, but Mauricio. Like, Dorit's not your problem. She's going after Sutton. It's ridiculous.
Now, I love Sutton, and
me too.
I'm a huge Sutton fan.
Me too.
I will start with that. Sutton did not come off good in this scene, though. When she was saying, "Show me, show me, show me," and not letting her talk, I thought that was very immature. That is not a Sutton thing. I think she came into this with being hurt and stuff like that. That I think that neither one of them came out of this scene looking good. Everybody wants to pick sides.
No, you're right.
I'm not going to pick sides because I don't think either one of them was right. There was nobody who was right sitting at that table. Either one of them went out this maturely or like an adult. They went under the table. Sutton did go for her a little bit she knew about
she's trying to make her say it.
She's trying to get Kyle to say it, which is part of the housewife game, but you don't look good when you're going low like that, Sutton, and you're better than that. And you know how, if she had said it directly straight on like she's done in the past, I could have respected that. I did not like this scene for Sutton. I love Sutton. I'm a huge Sutton fan. This was not Sutton's moment. I think Sutton's probably embarrassed about it because, yes, everybody's joking. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to go down in legendary scenes.
Right.
But no, this wasn't Sutton's best moment on television.
To be in Sutton's defense, she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said she was going through something, and we're going to find out what it was.
That's what I thought. She came into this very hurt and very angry in the scene, and that's how it came off. And Kyle came into this scene very defensive before Sutton even went into anything. She came into this very like, I'm going to defend myself, make myself look good.
Yeah.
And I think neither one of them came into this as, hey, this is my friend. Let me see what's actually happening. Neither one of them did.
But do you think it's odd that Kyle is all of a sudden obsessed? Like, I mean, I understand. I get up early and I'm up. I might go. But I've always been that way. Do you think it's weird that Kyle is now, I don't know, or Sutton's just picking on Kyle for changing the way her lifestyle, getting too skinny? I mean, we're all making fun of her for being all the housewives for getting too skinny. But for Sutton as her best friend, I couldn't even tell that they were good friends after that scene.
I don't think Sutton, I never thought Sutton and Kyle were good friends. I thought they were like housewife friends.
Yeah, I was like, why are you?
I never considered them friends outside the show. I thought it was like a work colleague kind of friendship. So I guess I'm not as invested or shocked that Kyle didn't support Sutton, because I thought their friendship is very surface level. Yeah. But right. I never thought it was deeper. I thought different times Sutton has wanted it to be deeper and Kyle hasn't gone there. But I don't think Kyle's ever faked it that she is just a housewife friend. She's not a friend outside of work.
Yeah.
I think Sutton has made the effort to be friends outside of there and to make a real friendship. But I don't think it's ever gone both ways. But I don't know that I blame Kyle, because she's never lied about that. If she had said, "Oh no, Sutton's my best friend,"
that's what they were.
That would make me think differently of this scene. But they are housewife friends, in my opinion.
I thought so too. But I'm like watching Sutton and Kyle both talk about it like we're such good friends, and it went down like this, and I'm like, when, how? Maybe I'm missing it.
I felt that was so produced by the producers.
Yeah, like.
I thought it was produced. How did you feel when your friend went at you? And then they kind of, I thought they mulked it up a little. What is that called? When you bubble it up or something for the camera, you make it look so much deeper. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Kyle left the house, and I don't think Sutton thought about it for the rest of the day.
Well, I think, you know why? Because she's right. Sutton is right that Kyle has been skating through. Kyle has shown us her issues with her family. That is it. This Mauricio stuff has been going on for years, and that's what the Sutton is talking about. And I don't think, okay, now I'm going to bring up Erica again. I'm just going to bring up Erica with her mother, and she said, okay, this is what she misses me. This is where she loses me. She said now that Tom was the most unsupportive husband he was the most unsupportive husband ever, right? But when she was sitting at the table with him, that scene before he was pooping himself, right before she left for Chicago, oh, thank you so much. You've been supporting me. You've done this. It's all because of you.
But that's what you say to your partner when you're trying to fix the relationship. I'm sorry.
Trying to fix it.
No, when you're in a relationship and you're in the middle of it, because she is now on the outside of it looking back and can see stuff. When I was married, I thought I had the best husband. He was always there for me. He was cheating on me. He was doing all these scummy things.
I know, but all right.
And especially when there's a big age gap, because my husband was a lot older than me. Everybody knows that. There's this mindset they kind of manipulate you to think they are so great for even giving you the time of day.
Well, he gives her a lot more than that. He gave her a goddamn felony, basically. He handed her felonies every day, stolen property every
day. So she can look back at it, because now I'm like, you know what? He wasn't good in that moment that I thought he was great. But looking back, you can see stuff. So it's not fair to judge her for what she's looking back on. You know what? He wasn't that great. But in the moment, he manipulated me to think he was.
Maybe therapy. Maybe honestly, because I'm actually believing what she's. I don't think she'll ever have empathy, but I believe that she's now realizing that, because she looks amazing. I think that she does look okay, like her weight loss or whatever. I think she does look good. I understand her coldness with, like, she just isn't that kind of person. Like maybe with her mom, like she's never really, but I see her trying, and maybe it's because she had to be humbled. She really has to be humbled because she realized, oh my God, my whole life was a lie. Like, think about it. Even whether she knew at the time, she probably got caught up over, of course she's married to the man. By the time she finds out, I'm just going to say maybe she found out a little bit before she left him. By that time, what the hell are you going to do? You would live this lifestyle. You have no skills, no offense. What are you going to do? You can't go get a job. You're not on the Housewives yet. all you have is this man who says, probably promising her that they would always get paid no matter what. I'm just going to borrow it for now. And they're going to get paid because she wasn't paying attention, allegedly, to whether these people got paid. She was probably under the impression he steals it.
I don't know that she knew anything at all. I'm not going to go there because we don't know what she knew.
Right.
So I will go from who she is right now.
Right.
I will judge her actions on, therefore, I did not always agree with her actions coming out of it, how she acted towards people, being very self-centered when everything was going on. I can disagree with that without blaming her because I don't know what she knew in her marriage. Nobody knows what she knew in her marriage but Tom and her. So that's all I can do is judge her on her actual actions. And her actions were not.
Guess what today is?
She did not care about others at that moment. But I'm glad that she's reflecting. She's trying to change that. She has done charity events now and stuff like that. So,
well, guess what today is?
What? Their anniversary for their divorce.
Since she filed for divorce. The day the first time I ever talked to Zach Peter.
Yep. Yes. Happy anniversary with Zach Peter.
Happy anniversary, Zach, for 3 years. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, you're having a divorce. I'm like, it was like shocking to me. And everybody was all over it. And it was like before even this.
So your anniversary with Zach is Sarah Boho's birthday.
Yes. It's the day that Eric has filed for divorce. I was like listening to YouTube and podcasts, and I was like, oh, Zach Peter. I was like, oh, he's cool. Let me message him. I was like, I saw what you said, blah, blah, and he answered me back. And I was like, we talked for a while. And I was so shocked that somebody like a podcaster answered me like on Instagram. And,
Zach is very cool because he does respond to he has to get like hundreds of DMs, and he responds to everybody.
And even if he can't write it, he knows that that he read it.
Yeah, he'll heart it or something. He lets you know.
That he's been that's why I always consider him a friend, because he is so good at he is a good friend, but he also lets everybody. I'm sure he answers everyone. I can't see him not,
I love that he brought your message up last night on the screen.
Oh, that's right. I did show. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were like the only one he brought the message up. I thought that was so sweet.
Yeah. Look,
I thought that was respect between content.
Yeah,
creators.
and I honestly can say now that I was in my feelings, and I see him a different way now. The stuff with Dana, I can forget about now because she's moved on from it. I love because I love Dana Wilkie. You guys know that her stuff's always linked to my stuff, so I don't even have to say go to her Patreon. We forgive him. What about him? I don't want to go into it. Just look like the podcast wars that was happening.
No. Ignore that. We're not going backwards.
Yeah,
I will say I love everybody. I wish everybody the best.
Really?
And I'm moving forward.
Okay, good. Yeah, because honestly, nobody's talked. Listen, I think that everybody's moved on, and if they've moved on, I'm good. Because Zach is being supportive. He is supportive, and I was in my feelings before, so we'll move on. But I love Zach. So happy anniversary, Zach. Was it 3 years? Yeah, we have to ask Erica. But
3 years.
3 years. And I was like, how do I become a podcaster? He's like, you got to go to YouTube. You got to see my friend Adam. He does it from his kitchen. Adam was doing it from his kitchen. He really is. Honestly, yeah, he is. You can't, yeah, he is. I'll leave that up. Now this isn't on the show, but I'm just going to remind everybody about Tom Sr. Tom, her son's, yeah. I mean, look, I would try to unalive my husband if he was with Robin giving me stolen money too. I don't blame Erica. I'm just going to turn it all around. I'm going to turn this all around. I'm not mad anymore. I like what she's doing. If you're sleeping with Tom Sr., sure, he's probably hot. I like criminals too. I like outlaws too. I can see where you would go with the bad boy. He's probably your first love. I would be funneling the money too. He was stealing it. Remember, Erica? I would be doing it too. If it's true. If that's true, what was she going to do? I would have started funneling money out of that house too. And who's you going to
trust? Let's move on because we don't have any proof of this. This is all alleged.
Somebody has proof of it, but I'm going to just tell you to go to
all alleged because even theirs, they have an alleged thing on their banner, so they don't have any proof either.
Okay.
It says alleged. If they had the actual proof, they wouldn't have to put the allegedly.
I mean,
just saying.
Go to Dana Wilkie's Patreon.
And on her Patreon, on that clip, because it's been posted, she has allegedly on there, on her banner. So I'm just saying, that ain't proof.
Sometimes she does give us, she'll put her Patreon stuff out on YouTube and you can watch it. And she gives you the first 20 minutes of it. She'll show you, but 99% of the time she has receipts.
And she puts allegedly in every single one of her videos, which is fine.
Yes.
Dana Wilkie is an opinion podcaster, and I respect her for having an opinion.
It's not, she's more than an opinion. She does bring a lot of receipts. She brings a lot. She does put alleged, because she will say some things that she receives are DMs that are not substantiated. Just like Dumois, just like NT. She has to say alleged because some of the stuff is alleged, but 99% of the time she'll have receipts. You just got to go look for them. You got to type in, you got to search.
I might give you 50-50, but I'm not giving you 99 because she has admitted she is a opinion podcaster. That is on her bio.
Opinions on, yeah, I know. But
and that's, I'm going to respect how she has legitimately defined herself.
But what sets her aside, though, is that she really has the whole pot of tea. She brings everything to you, and
I think she brings her I think she tries to bring as many things to show how her opinion is in the right area. Whether you agree with her or not, she at least tries to show you why she thinks that way.
Well, I mean, it's a fact when you
what has led her to that conclusion.
Okay, all right.
Not everything may be fact, but she says that too. These are what has been shown to me that have made me believe this opinion, and that you can respect.
But when you see a court document that says this person did this, I'm just saying.
She doesn't show the whole thing, so I'm going to try to be kind because you like her and I don't.
I love her.
I know, and I'm trying to be like, I'm giving you all the things here. Let it go. I'm not going to say I like her.
It's crazy. Okay, back to Beverly Hills. You're right. Okay, back to Beverly Hills. All right. So what else happened? Oh my God, Garcelle. Oh my God. I loved that. I loved her movie premiere. I didn't even know about it. What did you think about that movie? I think it's so needed.
Yes. Well, I've actually seen the movie.
You did?
It's on Lifetime.
I'll watch it. I didn't know about it till last night.
Let me go see where it's on because I know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm about to. I still haven't canceled my cable, but So all right, with Dorit too. Dorit looks hot.
Why we talk?
Dorit's hair looks really hot, and I'm not buying. Listen, Dorit, I'm not buying that you do have PTSD. I'm just not, because I don't think that you would be in Vegas and doing all the things that you were doing if that was really a thing for you. So to say that you didn't want it, you have to know ahead of time about crowds and stuff. I'm not buying it because I don't know what me too. I don't know what you're trying to sell, Dorit. I don't know why you have to sell PTSD. Like, nobody really, like, are you trying to use it as a storyline? I don't think, because I don't believe, I'm sorry. My opinion is I don't believe the robberies. I don't believe you had $10,000. If you had PTSD, you wouldn't be getting $10,000 and walking around with it at Christmas. Like, like you'd be watching, you would not go to get $10,000 in cash. That's just dumb. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is on Lifetime. Thank you. I thought I saw it on Lifetime.
Okay, good. I'm gonna watch it because she looked like, I was like, damn, Garcelle producing it. Like, she looked like such a badass. Like, I really feel like her, Sutton, and even Dorit, like, they could be another Fox Force 5. Even Crystal, I'm obsessed with Crystal right now. I'm obsessed with Crystal and her husband. What do you think about Crystal and her brother, though? Like, what do you think about?
I thought Crystal was wrong to make her brother come home from China when she was engaged. And I don't think Crystal thinks she's wrong.
She doesn't. Rob does.
Rob does, and Rob's right.
Awesome. Rob is
awesome. Rob's looking at it from an American, typical white man view.
But I like that he says it to her, though. Too.
Oh, yeah. They definitely have a great marriage. I actually really like her and Rob together. Whenever we've seen Rob and her, I was like, that's a good marriage. And I like Crystal more. And I find Crystal more interesting.
Yep.
Even when she rolls her eyes at her husband, it feels like a real... It's funny. It's real. You're like, I would roll my eyes at my husband, too. Like, you get it.
And they don't, it's like he doesn't get mad at her. I don't think that I just love it. Like, and I'm obsessed with
I really enjoy their marriage.
I'm obsessed with her. Thanks, babe. I'm obsessed with her brother.
And I mean, the fact that he was part of making The Lion King, just a plus.
Huh?
And the fact that he was part of making The Lion King and the Disney.
I know.
movie, I'm just saying.
I look at him, I see Lion King. I'm like, he created The Lion King, that guy right there. Her husband is Lion King guy, and he's best friends with her brother, which I love. Well, not best, but like how close they are.
Yeah, they have a real family connection, and
Yes,
you can
and I'm
see
like,
they've built a foundation that's going to last.
And he sees, and I mean, I don't know why they made him come back. I don't know what that control.
Because they were scared. It's a pandemic. People in that mindset were terrified. And they thought if something happened to him, they wanted it to happen here so they could take care of him. People were very scared at that time. And remember, people were blaming China back then. Wrong as it was, people were doing that. And that's where he was.
I feel so horrible though. Like, he's obviously still wants to be with her. Something must have happened also why they were distant. Maybe I don't think they broke up because of that, but I think the distance, they said, but I'm wondering why they can't get back together now.
Because he chose his family over her. I wouldn't take him back either.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe it's her. I feel so bad for him. I'm like, man, that was a... Oh, that's
no,
rough.
I'm 100% with the fiance. He chose his family over staying with her in the middle of a pandemic. This is supposed to be his life partner.
I know.
I'm 100%.
Yeah.
With the fiance, I don't think I could trust him again.
True. I mean, yeah, she's probably very strict with that too. Like, there's a lot of women that just won't take, they're not going to give you, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that he's crying, it's probably because she won't see him, and I think Crystal honestly feels bad.
Or she won't take him back.
Yeah.
There could be multiple things, but all of them not being good.
Yeah, she wants nothing to do with him. He's over there and he's there crying. I mean, maybe she was in the bed next to him. I don't know. She could have been there with him. We don't know.
Yeah. Or she could have been like not answering his calls or saying, hey, you know what? Because he went there for closure and she's like, you don't deserve my closure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You left me in the middle of a pandemic. Why do you think you deserve any part of my time? That would be me. I'm just saying.
I know.
Be like, you do not deserve 5 minutes of my day.
I know. I feel so bad though.
Bye.
I mean, he obviously, because Rob's like, he hasn't moved on. Like, Rob knows this man's not moved on. And he's like, you need him to be a man. But like, listen, the pandemic's over. I feel it sucks that happened. And now he's like a boy bander. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with BT. Was it BTK? BTK, the boy band from, I want to see, I got to check her brother out because I'm obsessed with their bands. I love their bands over there. And the fact that he is like I love it. We don't even get to see his music, but I know. Yeah. He won't commit.
Yeah, so all good scenes so far. This is Beverly Hills I'm really enjoying again.
I like seeing her with her family. That's what's making me like her. Because she can't be herself with the women.
I felt like she's come out a little bit more when she was funny in Vegas. Like, she got mad, but then she took it back. Like, she made fun of herself, and she made fun of, like, I thought it was great. I'm enjoying Crystal more this year a little bit.
That was my favorite episode of Beverly Hills since I started getting it. Since it started giving me, like, anxiety. Because they were all getting along, and I'm so used to being so mad at Erica and freaking the hell out because she said something like that makes no sense, or like Jen Shah, that it's like, I'm like, oh my God, like I forgot that I used to hate you, Erica. Like I actually like you. Like I can actually be into that. I know she does, and it's like the fact now it's like he wants that girl back and he's not.
And she's not coming back.
Yeah, finding his way, still probably not going to get her back. It sucks. And it's, and I know Crystal probably feels bad about it, but she did say he belonged here, and it's like, but Crystal, I forget how old he is, but I guess it might have been like that probably. And then I don't think she's trying to compete with the girlfriend. I don't think that was it, but Rob thinks Rob's probably right about everything he says. So maybe it did seem
I don't think anybody knows Crystal better than Rob, so I'm going with Rob.
I was going to say that, yeah, because they've been together a long time, and she was young, and so yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure if he had a channel.
Yep, that's my friend.
Hi guys, thank you guys for being here, and everybody that's on Twitter and all that stuff. Again, anybody, there was something on Watch What Happens Live. Do you guys want X to be Twitter again? I want it to be Twitter again. I can't call it X. I think about Xfinity and how much I hate Xfinity cable. It just X, and then I see the big X. It reminds me of there's another thing that uses that same exact symbol. Elon, you're the only one that voted for it to stay X. 99% of the votes went to Twitter again. So I would do a poll right now, but everybody, I don't know how to do it on here, but I think that don't you think Twitter should be X? Anyway, I think it should. And okay, now Sutton too is ugly, but Sutton has only freaked out the 3 times Kyle has said that she did. So why are we not talking about all the other women that have flipped out all the other times? That's what I'm saying. Love you guys. I don't know how to do it, but is that my?
I don't either.
I know. I love that.
Jonathan knows how to do it when we do 90 Day Fiance. I have no idea.
I know. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here, especially my Aaron. Everybody loves Aaron. I love Aaron.
I love Krista. I love everybody.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love the fact that everybody. Friday is my favorite day of the week now. But she's so relatable. I wish this, even if she's just trying it out, like her not arguing with people. Like honestly, like I wish I could just turn around and say, like Erica's like it's okay. Like, because I'm hot. I might be like, if I'm mad at you, you know about it. Like, there's not one MFer in this world that doesn't know how I feel about them. And Erica's like, it's cool. It's fine. Sure, son, it's cool. And she's like,
I thought that was cool of her. I kind of agreed with the elevator thing with a little, like, I definitely think.
No, why? Because they were leaving with them. They were in the elevator ahead of them because they were staying in Erica's.
They weren't on the same flight.
Yeah, but weren't they staying near Erica with Erica or something?
No.
Is Mikey? Is that the same?
They
Mikey?
are friends, but she didn't know they would have been on the same elevator. There's no way to predict that.
Oh, all right.
So that was a genuinely, I think if she had thought about it, she wouldn't have done it moment because she didn't think about it. You saw the Erica that is snarky.
Yeah. I mean, but she did owe them an apology, kind of. I mean,
she did, but I don't think she would have been as snarky. If Erica had thought about it, she would have just said the apology thing. Because they just popped up, Erica went with her natural instinct, which was to be snarky. So
she is actually. I think that
my husband is convinced
that Erin is an angel. Honestly, there's sometimes I'm like, how is she so calm right now? And honestly, I'm not gonna say, but I said it before, but you know what I mean.
You can take that down.
No, I love it.
Thank you.
I know you might make you feel. I know. Sorry. She's a snake, but she's trying, and it's like for me to give Erica grace is funny because I didn't even remember.
It is funny.
I did not remember. I totally flipped past the elevator scene. I'm like, that happened. Erica didn't do that. Don't say that, Sutton. I'm like, Sutton. Erica didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like sticking. I'm actually
because you kind of thought Erica was trying to make just be funny a little bit, and yeah, maybe she went too far, but it wasn't as bad as Sutton made it out to be.
No, I gotta clarify. Is that the same Mikey that used to do her makeup? Is that her stylist, Mikey?
Now, Mikey was at the show. The guy in the elevator, I don't think was that guy. Now, Mikey was the guy. Her guy that does the makeup was part of the show.
He was a dancer.
He was a dancer.
No, I didn't know he was that.
That's how she got the tickets.
But that's not the Mikey that we used to see doing her stylist Mikey, right?
Yeah, that was her stylist.
Oh, I didn't know he was that hot. I didn't know he was a Magic Mike hottie dancer.
Yeah, he's a real dancer and had a career and stuff.
I didn't realize he was that hot. I thought he was a dork. I was like, oh, who cares about him? I'm like, oh, Mikey's back. Oh, he's
now the guy in the elevator was not that guy.
That's not that guy. So who's the guy in the elevator?
Just a friend of hers that she's made through the other guy.
Different Mikey. I thought that it was the guys she was apologizing to the dancer people.
She was apologizing to the dancer people, but there was like a lot of dancer people. Not all of them were in that elevator.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, all right. Because I mean, if she wasn't going to see them again, okay, but I realized they are Erica's people too. So
yeah, so I feel like they did owe, and they, in a way, I love Sutton, but Sutton did walk out in the middle of their show, make a big scene, and she did deserve to get embarrassed.
Yeah, because she said some pretty stump shit. Oh God, Andy was messing with her last night.
But even if you don't know what she said, she still made a scene at the show. When they gave her great seats, she should have, even when I've been uncomfortable at things, I will sneak out and be like, oh, I just need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Even if I don't come right back, you try and make it so it's not like I'm upset.
She was not going to the bathroom. She's a liar. Sutton.
Yeah, but you just have to. But she got up, and the attitude in which she got up was bad, and that's how I would have been like, oh, you know what? I just have to sneak in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like I would have tried to sneak out, like I'm coming right back. I'll be right back. Even if you're not coming right back, that's what you do.
Especially when there's also cameras on you too. You also have a camera crew on you. Like, okay, so all right, hold on. Elevator guy was my. Oh, now I'm all caught up now. I'm all caught up now.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two. Okay, gotcha. Magic Mike. Oh, that's right, because he worked for. Oh, okay. I get it. Now I can see how. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, speaking of the Pussycat Dolls. Oh, wait, no, wrong group. Okay. Danity Kane. That brings up. Okay. That reminds me of Danity Kane because that reminds me of what's her name that was talking. Erica knew. Yeah. I mean, she did.
Sutton does owe them an apology for making a scene at the show.
But yeah.
Because she did make a scene when she got up. If she hadn't reacted, I would have said yes. And she could have acted like when Garcelle went after her. Oh, Garcelle, I'm just not feeling good. Could you go back? I'm so sorry. I don't want company right now. I don't want them to think I'm left. Can you go back and just tell them I'm not feeling good or something? She made a scene.
Yeah, she did. She yelled.
I love Sutton. I am Sutton's biggest fan. But Sutton was wrong here. Like, you got to also admit when you're wrong, and Sutton's got to be woman enough to do that.
And also, everybody else walked out after her, so it kind of looked really bad. You know?
And she kept stumbling over why she was upset. That was the thing, too. I don't even know if Sutton knows why she was upset. And maybe that would have been okay to say.
She was just jealous, that's all. I think she was jealous. I do. Maybe she didn't want them doing because they did dance.
No one did have to follow her, but when they did, Sutton could have done things differently than throw the show underneath the bus.
She was
like
also
saying, "I'm part of the ballet." I can't
fighting with Kyle about it. Yeah, I mean, fighting with I think Garcelle and Kyle both thought, and like and Kyle was Kyle's like, "You're jealous," and Sutton's like, she just kept getting madder and madder and madder, and it's like. Kyle owes everybody an apology just for being, dragging us all through this crap. I mean, it was, what is her name? Aubrey O'Day that just came out on Nick Lyle's podcast talking about this housewife's husband, blah, 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 and he described that. And honestly, that's the same stuff that the other person, Elsa Jean, says about him too.
Now, to be fair to this comment, Garcelle went after her first, but other people had noticed that she left because there was a discussion. Why Garcelle saying, "Why do I always have to be the person who goes after her?" Because I think it was Dorit or somebody said, "You should go after her."
Oh,
somebody told her to go after her. They should have all just sat there and let it go.
I didn't. I forgot that. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
I think people are forgetting that Garcelle went first. But she didn't go because she wanted to go. She was told to go by another person sitting there.
I know.
So if Garcelle had maybe come straight back, I don't know. The whole thing was blown up and they're all sort of at fault. But Sutton was them being dramatic. I mean, you gotta call a spade a spade.
And and they were having so much fun, and it was so enjoyable to watch them. Even if, especially Kyle with the whipped cream, I was like, I was very shocked and excited about. I was excited to see Erica having sex, everything, the way they were dancing with the people, just going up stage, just doing all that, and just having fun, and then laughing with each other and joking, and I'm just surprised by Dorit and Erica too. Like, it's like. I don't know. And then the whole night got ruined. The first time they're all having such a good time. And I don't know. I think it was at the end of the night too that happened, I think. But I mean.
No, they were supposed to go somewhere else, I think. And then they canceled it. They were supposed to go to strip club.
Really? After that.
Or something.
What, after the, what, so they
I think they were supposed
another strip club. Oh, this isn't a strip club. Never mind.
I don't know. It was very confusing.
Yeah, something. I mean, I
don't think anybody was right. I definitely thought Kyle. I think Mirror Air is right. Kyle went in to make this more dramatic.
Well, Kyle actually after Dorit Sutton left, Kyle went on stage and got her. Kyle did her thing. I mean, Kyle wasn't chasing her out until after.
But when Kyle went out, she did make it like. She wanted Sutton to admit that she was jealous.
Later, though. But it was a while later because she had time to get on stage and get whipped cream on her. That was a whole dance 2 songs later that Kyle went after her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I mean, like, again, Sutton.
But it was 2 songs later. Why was Garcelle still out there?
I know. Because she didn't want to leave her.
Yeah, and you can see that as a friend. You don't want your friend sitting out there by themselves.
Garcelle probably said, screw it. And even though as much fun as she was having, she's like, screw it. I'll just. And you know what? Garcelle's not mad at Sutton, so I don't know why Kyle's actually bringing it up. Like, I mean, why does Kyle care that Sutton has these freaks out? Like, I don't know what that was about. Like, they're both knowing. Like, obviously, Kyle knows something. I don't know if she knew something wrong with Sutton because we didn't know. But why are they even fighting over it?
I think if Erica let it go, I think all these ladies should have shut up.
Yeah, why is Kyle? I don't know why it was even brought up again. Now that I think about it, why did they even have to have that scene in the very beginning with Kyle? Why did Kyle and Sutton even have to talk about it?
Because
it was.
I don't know. It should have been left in Vegas. You know what they say? What happens in Vegas gets left in Vegas.
Right.
It stays in Vegas.
Exactly. Yeah. Me neither. I'm not a fuddy duddy either. But I didn't know Erica could dance like that. I didn't know Erica could dance sexual. I really didn't. I thought she was just a snake cold, just a cold person that didn't have intimacy. But watching her dance with them men, I was like, oh my God, she does know how to be like.
But sexual. I wouldn't go up on that stage. So I could, and I might be uncomfortable. But I think if I was sitting in a box seat where everybody could see me, I'd probably stick it out. Or I'd make the excuse, I just need to go to the bathroom. And if somebody came out after me, I'd be like, oh no, I'm just not feeling good.
God, don't ever hang out with me.
This makes me more uncomfortable.
Yeah, me and Zach end up naked and end up in jail. So don't ever hang out with Zach and I. And, yeah, you need bail money when we hang out. Strip clubs. No, I'm saying. Oh my God. He needs to have another event coming up sooner. He needs to have another event now because
he just had one this past weekend.
I mean, like here though, I know because it was in my feelings.
Well, I think he's done for this year. We'll see next year.
Oh yeah, this year's almost over. Did you remind him it was our anniversary? I have to remind him. He doesn't remember.
No, I did not. I have not talked to Zach today. I'm sorry.
I'll tell him later.
I don't talk to Zach every day.
I know.
I wished him happy Thanksgiving yesterday. I think that was enough. He's probably sick of me already.
He did his live. I was happy that a lot of people were live. I was happy, excited, but my eye hurt so bad. I had a bad. It was a good Thanksgiving, but it was yeah. Did anything else happen? I mean,
hey, I talked to you on Thanksgiving. That was lovely.
I know. What did I say? Oh, Sanchez. Is his name Sanchez? The horse. Listen, $300,000 a month. Sutton can do whatever she wants. I think. Like,
I love the horse.
Am I
the only one that was excited about the horse?
I was excited about the horse, and it was I thought $47,000 was cheap. The way they were talking about her buying a horse, they thought it was like she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars because those horses are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Those prize horses, but like I know she just wants to ride. It's for her, like personal use. But I'm surprised she doesn't have a horse already. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just love that. I don't know. I love horses. So I was like, I said, I need a horse. And now I need a horse.
I think you're almost at 2 hours. So do you want to get into the dirt of the episode with Denise?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I totally forgot.
I think everybody's waiting for that.
Well, because, all right, the only part I saw was Denise showing up, right?
Yeah.
I know what happens. I mean, next week's a sit down, right? And she gets off.
Now, what is your first impression? I'm asking everybody in the chat. Everybody's first thought when they saw Denise. Just honest feeling, knowing that she was going to be in this episode.
I was excited.
Me too.
But not because she was there. I wanted her to tell Rinna off, though. I want to see her tell Rinna and Teddy off, and they're not there anymore.
I don't think they deserve any of Denise's time. I'm sorry. She doesn't need to tell them off because that would be giving them attention, and they don't deserve her attention.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I'm like, when I'm done, I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah, and I don't like how she looks next week. I don't like what that look. I don't like them making. I don't know what happens. I think they ate some edibles or something at the table.
I will judge next week's episode when I see it because I did not see the preview. But I think Denise came in beautiful. She looks gorgeous.
I want her healthy. To be
yeah, good for her. She looks healthy. I mean,
she showed
now
up.
She's gonna fight. Nobody looks good in a fight, so I'm sure that's not helping. But she looks beautiful. I'm happy to see Denise. I'm glad that she felt comfortable enough to come back to the show.
I've been saying it I want her back. I hate it. She's the whole Teddy, Freddie Mellencamp. Freddie Hellenkamp is the only reason. The only reason I hate Teddy, well, not the only reason, but it started with that when she came after Denise, because Freddie was not a mean girl. Kyle's not a mean girl. So when they act like that to Denise and to really like push her out of the way, it didn't look right. It looked bad. It made Freddie look really bad because Freddie's not really mean, and she was trying to, whatever they were telling her to do it to Denise, and she did it. What they did to Denise was horrible. And you're right. Like, even she showed up at the late, and I think she did it for Garcelle. And I think that was her way of testing the waters with the women to see, do I really want to be back in this group? Because she didn't come dressed up or anything. I feel like she, oh God, no. I wanted to tell them, oh God, no. No, she's done. Oh no. And she deserves to be done with Rinna. Absolutely. Because Rinna perpetuated that mean girl attack and basically did not do it. She let them do it, and that made them look horrible. Kyle if I were Denise, I would never look at Kyle again. I would never look at Freddie again. I wouldn't even talk to, I don't know why she even, Erica, I don't remember if they had an issue. So she doesn't really have an issue with these women, but I don't think Bravo has been nothing but say her name over and over and over and over. They've always talked about her. They use her as a storyline. So if she's going to be used as a storyline anyway, or use her name up a lot, she might as well be there. As my looked at it, she wanted Rinna gone, Rinna's gone. So now, you know what? If you're going to say my name, $10,000. She basically told Bravo last year, stop saying my name or you're going to have to pay me. They push her out of the door, and now they're like, oh, let's bring her back. But she came back, I think, because Rinna's gone. Because Rinna's, man, what a piece of crap friend. You think Kris Kardashian's bad. Rinna's even worse. Rinna's even worse. House of Kardashian. Oh my God, it's so bad. Okay, all right, moving on. Anyway. And so what else? So Denise, if everybody, is it really that big of a deal that she's there? Because she doesn't have a problem with these ladies.
Well, I think we're going to see what she brings to the table. And I think it'd be interesting to see what she brings to the table at this dinner, because we'll see if maybe Denise will roll back into the group and maybe we could have her back next season, because I would love for her to have another season.
But what is Kyle thinking, having a dinner from hell? This is Dinner from Hell Part 2. I guarantee it. It's going to have to be. Kyle should know better than to have these dinners. Especially, the last Dinner from Hell, they told her that Mauricio was going to leave her one day. Or that she wasn't going to be happy.
Yeah, but that wasn't her dinner. That was, what's her name? Camille Grammer's. Camille Grammer's. That was her dinner.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the first Dinner from Hell was Camille Grammer's at Camille Grammer's old house.
No, but so next week, I think Kyle, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Now these dinners are not, look at every time somebody has a dinner on Housewives. It is never, I don't understand.
Yeah, but you got to have these dinners because they're what we all live for as fans.
That's true. Yeah, producer.
For them all to be stuck sitting at a table, that's what we want. Those are the ideal moments. We get to see the real relationship.
In real life, I would never sit and eat. I would never break bread with anybody that treated me. I'm just saying, I'm not a housewife. I don't get paid to do. I don't get paid. Maybe if I got paid $900,000 on this season, I would probably sit at dinner. Listen, if you're going to talk about me, I might as well come back at this point. But the people that we're talking about aren't there anymore, and it's like, yeah, she showed up for her. I feel like she tested. I didn't think they've been friends. Yeah, I think the whole time I wanted her back. Garcelle's wanted her back. Garcelle's pushed to have her back, and I think Denise didn't want to come back at first. Obviously, I don't think she thought Rinna would ever go. I didn't think Andy really was going to fire Rinna. I didn't think that. Yeah, but see, Dorito will be fake friends with anybody, and I feel like she will fake friends with Camille, and Camille end up screwing her over, which sucks. Because I don't think any of them are going to believe even Denise about the robbery. Even last night on Watch What Happens Live, somebody said something about, do you feel bad for Dorit? And they're like, nope. And that's nobody believes her. It's a shame, because if she would just let it go, we would just let it go, I think. We would just let it go. And she keeps talking about it, and we all are not believing her, and she's just making herself look even. Hey, Trish.
I love Trish.
I know, me too. I love it. I know. Oh wow, yeah. But I love Fridays are my favorite now. I feel like did I forget anything? Denise,
no, you did great.
Good. I've been taking notes.
You can see your live is really fun.
I know. I'm actually proud of myself. It was, oh man, it was getting like in the summertime, man, it was getting a little
No, you did great. We're kind of wrapping up, Trish. We're really happy you came in though, because it's fun to see everybody.
It is fun. It is. That's what I was saying every day now, every time. And the guys, like, I understand, like, you guys have shit to do. You don't have to be here, but like when you do, I love it. But everybody does. I'm not trying to pressure everybody, but everybody does kind of show up. Everybody, it's been the last 3 years. Like I just said, this will be 2 years in January that I started this, but I spent a year on Adam's channel with all of you guys for a year before that. So this is like year 3 now that we've all been together. Yeah. That I came in the picture anyway.
Yeah, I came on in 2020. I didn't chat very much in Adam's channel right away. But
you know what's funny? Yeah. Trish came in when you and I did this a couple weeks ago. And Trish, this is like only the second or third time Erin's been back, but you caught it. And I could lie to you, say she's been here the whole time. But like everybody probably thought, listen, this is what a healthy podcast breakup looks like. This is a healthy breakup.
Absolutely.
We didn't
this
even
is what a real relationship looks like. You can get. I was training wheels though, because your show is awesome now.
I know, but it's
nice to pop back on when you have me come back on and have some fun.
It. Treat.
And it's great that you come over to the Juice and see me over there now.
I know.
When I do the 90-day recaps with the Juice.
Oh my God, did they do?
We didn't do any lives this week. The Juice was on vacation, so the panel was off for the week.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm a mod over on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Come see, and once a week I go on panel.
Yes, and yes, Erin does go on the panel, and it's also and I let Juice. She's
amazing.
Yeah, her schedule. She's got a packed like she's been on a lot. So and she's on vacation this week, but like the only thing is, I think like you're gonna link her thing. Sometimes when I put in the Juice, I get somebody else's channel thing. So I have to like maybe I don't know. I think
it's the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I'll drop the link for everybody.
I want to share her link more because I think that's what maybe sometimes it's hard to get into her. It's hard to find them. Like I feel like I send everybody the link. I put the link. I post the link, but I mean I find it. But like I feel like a lot of people would join because we have such a good time over there. Like I think that more people would show up, but. It's Thursday nights usually is 90 Day Fiance, right?
90 Day, yeah. They do Bravo Monday night. That's Juice, JoJo Speaks, The Light of the Leo, those three, and Wednesday night's Bible study. That's Pastor Lorenzo. He's from Living in Grace Ministry. The Juice Radio and Talk Show, The Light of the Leo,
and Saturday morning, right? Is it Saturday or Sunday morning?
The Living in Grace Ministries is Saturday morning at 7 a.m.
That's why I miss it so early.
Yeah, so early. And then Thursday nights, that's the panel I'm on at 6 p.m. That's Dustin's show. And it's the Juice Radio and Talk Show, as always, because she's always on there. That's Regina. And Dustin, JoJo Speaks, myself. We're the panelists, and then we have a call-in link. Other people can call in and talk to us, too. Then at 7:30 is Bible study, and that's Living Grace Ministries, Light of Leo, JoJo Speaks, and the Juice Radio and Talk Show.
Yeah, I like to watch Erin. I sit back and I watch Erin disagree with other people. Erin, but like other people, I'm like, see, but see, the thing about us is, if you were just watching us, nobody would we would laugh the whole time. Like, no, we respectfully disagree on mostly everything. Nobody would ever think we're disagreeing when we're talking. Like, that's the best part about it.
It's how real friends talk.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, that's exactly how it should be. Even like, I think too, like, I don't think I tell people I welcome opposing opinions all the time. And I think I take them pretty well. Like, there's a lot of people that disagree with me with Jersey, with a lot of stuff. I think I take it pretty well.
Thursday nights we do 90-day recaps at 6 p.m. And then Church News covers lots of different areas, whatever is kind of running in the church or even outside. Sometimes we do what's called Real Talk. Yeah. And even though it's a Christian channel, we're real about it. Because church is not perfect. And we point the facts out, so some people get mad at us. But see, I'm a mod on that one, but people get mad at the panelists because because it's an honest review of things that are wrong about the church, and there are things that need to be fixed.
And then you also talk about, and the topics that you cover too, like you talk about mental health and like
Yep.
the stuff it relates, the Bible, even if the verses, they relate it to
Yeah.
our real lives. And I feel like every time I'm there, you can relate to whatever's good. Like it really, a lot of people, different people get everything out of something out of it, I should say.
That's an interesting comment that Trish has next. I hate being dumped by a friend without being told I'm being dumped. That is interesting.
Now, my thing on that is if we're
I feel
on,
like that happened to a bunch of us.
But I know, and I feel like if you're going to be on a friendship break, and if you feel that you have to do that, that your friend should notice that you've dumped them. I mean, I understand. Well, I mean, okay, I guess if somebody ghosts you, but I feel like that happens a lot. But I feel like if you don't notice that I'm gone, then I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Were you really friends? But I think I took it as, you do know your friend, you're checking on your friend, and then they still don't even talk to you. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
Yes, it did happen to a bunch of us, Trish.
I know. I was trying to say, I'm like,
we just got dumped. We didn't even know why we got dumped, but we got dumped.
Exactly. And I wish somebody would ask why we got dumped. I wish somebody would say, hey, what happened to so-and-so? I would love to know the answer because I don't know why.
I'm okay with being dumped because I've moved on. I have better boyfriends now.
I know. But it's still, I would like to know why we all got dumped.
We all did get dumped. Like, universally, we just got all dumped at once.
Yeah, what the hell? Like,
I guess we weren't much of a family. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'm going.
No, you're absolutely right because it felt.
Well, we were because we all stuck together. They just left. They thought. I think of it this way: they thought they dumped us, but really they just took their seats and left. They just didn't realize our table was already good.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
we were solid enough to get through being dumped.
Yeah, you're right.
Because look, we're all still friends. I still talk to everybody. I just don't talk to them.
Our whole chat basically is everybody that was always in Adam's chat too. Everybody. Mimir probably didn't get dumped.
No, she's too nice to get dumped.
I know. She's probably like, what happened? She has no idea we were all dumped. Like, listen,
yes, we're still family, Trish.
I just thank God you're here. And I think that person would say, well, everybody moves on and they do their own thing. We support everyone.
You dumped us.
And
some people you blocked.
We must really be like, I mean, like, all right. I don't want to say what I said the other day. I'm just not going to say it. Let's move on. I want to say something.
We're going bad. We're going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I said something really bad.
But it's sort of funny now because I think when it all happened, none of us realized we were all getting dumped.
No, I thought I was like, oh,
we all were like, oh, why did I get dumped? Yeah. And then you realize everybody was getting dumped.
I was at Zach's show and Joe Mendoza goes, I'll tell you why we're all sitting around. He's like, I'll tell you why we all got dumped. And Zach's like, and that, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's why. I was like, well, I wasn't made aware of that. I think because I put them on a friendship break and they didn't even notice. I sent gifts and they said nothing. Oh, exactly. Oh. Thank you.
Hey, we made it through getting dumped by others and made it better. I feel like we came out the other end going, hey, you know what? Because I think we didn't know we were really all friends until we got dumped. They did us a favor.
Yeah, and I think usually in life, I would have gave up on this. I would have said, this is not, I would have really, honestly, I shocked at myself that I kept pushing through because you saw my numbers were awful. And I just kept.
Now your numbers are amazing. I said that to somebody the other day. I was like, you know what? Krista couldn't get over 1,000 until she got dumped, and now she's almost at 15,000.
I made a decision, right? And I'm here, and I decided to stick to a schedule, and I think that a lot.
You're at 16.5.
I know. I actually lost a couple. Now, no, you know why? Because honestly, ever since I decided to do this part of it, and I stick to Monday, honestly, I feel like it's because I stick to a schedule now. Because I was so random before. For 2 years, I random, and my channel was a mess. I didn't realize what it looked like from the outside. You couldn't find a playlist, like, you know what I mean? Now you go right in, it tells you exactly, like, I have the 271 playlist there. Everything is literally, I got rid of a lot of playlists that didn't have to be there. I didn't say that, but we didn't say that, but
they dumped us. We don't care.
I mean, sorry. Honestly, I wish somebody would say, hey, what happened to the group of people that followed you around the country?
That's all right. You know what? we all ended up being even closer
But
once we figured out we were all dumped. Because I think at first everybody was like,
I'm hurt though.
am
so
I
I'm
still part of the group? Because they dumped me. Am I still part of our group? And I was like, well, I was dumped too. Come on back.
Yeah, well, remember what happened in April? It was April. I was so excited about doing the after party show, and then I don't know what happened. Like, it still bothers me. I mean, I know kind of, but I feel like it's bullshit. Nobody ever told me I had to choose.
Look at that. She dumped them. Oh, congratulations. We're happy for you because you didn't wait to get dumped.
I wasn't going to ask. But I knew you were. I didn't know if you were still going over there. I wasn't going to ask because I'm not going to,
And we support them if you are still able to watch them. Congratulations. Please do so. Or you can just stay here with us. We're fine with that too.
Yeah, you don't.
Or you can do both. We are fine with them. We don't know what we did. So I mean, it's not like you can pick a fight with them because you don't even know what you did.
Exactly.
I just don't care anymore.
I mean, I think it's exactly. Yeah. I mean, Trish, remember Norm? Remember that we were in New. It was like he walked in, and I came, and it looked like Cheers where we're at. All the below deck people there, and everybody goes Norm, and it was like it felt so magical because we didn't even plan that, and they walked in late, and I don't want to talk about it because I'll start crying. But
don't worry about it. That you know what.
I just don't, and it's like I
wish them all the best over there,
but I don't care. Like you don't have to support me this way, but like they were my friends, and I don't know why our friendship ended either.
No, nobody knows though. I think that's the thing.
I know, Trish. That's exactly what I believe, but it doesn't make sense. Because why can't we support other people?
I think the thing was they, and this is just allegedly, I feel like they didn't realize we were still supporting them. We were supporting both. We weren't choosing because Zach was saying don't choose. We weren't hearing anything from them. So why did we think we had to choose?
Nobody sat me down and told me exactly what happened either. I
don't need to know exactly what happened. I never cared.
It wasn't
my fight.
But if you want me to choose, you got to tell me what this person did. Then I can't support him. If he's that horrible that you would have dumped us all over it. Because to me, you fucked up, motherfucker. Don't even get me started. They screwed me over.
No, don't. Like, I heard they did a video about it, and I was like, "Are we part of the video? Did they tell you why we got dumped?" I mean, that was my only question.
Not at all. But the reason that they dumped the reason that this all started was because they decided that they were too cool for that. Listen, it sucked because the friendship to me, that their friendship didn't have to end. That's very sad to watch how bad it's gotten, and it's sad that we have to watch that because it's sad for us to watch too, because even you and I were like disagreeing over a couple weeks ago. That was so stupid.
We were a couple months ago. I was like, we were like, because you had seen the video that Dana Wilkie did, and I was like, no, I know too many people are coming out saying that's not true.
I know, but it's like, how are they going to get us to argue over what? Like, we should not be fighting about what's happened between them two.
I don't care what happened between them. I mean, I'll be supportive. I care as a person. But I can care without making it my fight.
Yeah, and
you can be sympathetic without making it your fight.
Yeah, I was very sympathetic too. I was very upset.
I think you can be sympathetic without saying I own this fight too. I'm in the middle of it. No, you can be sympathetic and care about the people without saying, "Hey, I'm going to take up your fight."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and I think most of us didn't think we had to take up the fight, and then until we were booted. Oh, Trish, there is a link if you want to call in.
Oh yeah.
I miss Trish.
I do too. And I feel like honestly, like I wasn't for a long time. I felt like I was the only one that was out of the loop.
We all felt like that. I think that's why everybody stopped talking because we all didn't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knew the other person got dumped too.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
How can you not tell?
I know. Listen, I know that she's not perfect. I've heard I'm not like, I'm not, I mean, I can, there's a couple times I've said that she said to me that.
Like you and DJ, because she doesn't even watch these other people. She doesn't care. This is not her fight.
No. Yeah. And if you're listening to Who's on the Podcast side, I always put there's chapters and timestamps. It tells you basically you can skip around, and usually I tell everybody by the end we're basically just chatting anyway, because we have a lot.
And here's my thought on that comment, Trish, about maybe we were irrelevant. If we were irrelevant, why did you take the time to block us?
Yeah, that's what that's the thing that bothered me, because
you actually took time to click the block button.
Yeah, and to literally, I sent you a gift. I mean, that was my thing anyway, but you don't have to thank me, but you literally acted like I said, I don't know.
I don't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Neat.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, because I mean, yeah, that's awful.
I don't know if we should be getting in the middle and having this fight, but I guess we were dumped anyway, so they're not watching.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of people say, like, whatever happened to you, banana? I see, so because I'll go on literally people's chats that I'm just seeing. I just met a couple of people like reality TV, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I remember you from Up and Adam." So listen, I can't even say anything. I have to give him credit for what he did for me. I can't. And the end of it, like, he knew after he had me on for a week, he should have known. But consistently, week after week for an entire year, I think there's about 90 of it. Like, he let me up there every single time with the crazy. He stuck, like, he really gave me the platform to show that I wasn't this angry blogger. And without him doing that, and without Zach sending me to watch that, Adam and me, I wouldn't be here. And like, I wouldn't know any of you guys. Like, so like, Adam did support me for a really long time. Like, he did.
I value what he gave us, which was each other. And I will always thank him for that. And I will always thank him for the fact I found Zach. And if he ever wanted to come back into the realm where I could see him, I would not slam the door in his face. I wish him the best. I don't actually know what happened, so I don't have any harsh feelings. Like, I don't know what happened, so I don't feel like angry at him.
See, the other day I actually thought about how, like, I wondered, like, I thought about like having a conversation. I don't know. I haven't thought about this in a while, but like, I missed Adam for a minute, and I wanted to I was like, I wonder, we would have a conversation, and I feel like we would be like, oh my god, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, I don't know how he doesn't. I don't know. And maybe I feel like maybe I was more important than I thought it was. I don't know. But I don't know.
You had much more a relationship. I just watched it on YouTube.
It's just weird to me.
And I mean, we would message on DM. I would tell him certain things.
He shut his emotions off completely. Like,
maybe he's going through a transition, and I want to believe that he's going through a transition, and he's going through a restart in his life. And maybe, like they say, not everybody can come with you to the next stage of your life. And maybe we weren't to come with him. And maybe that's okay, because maybe we're supposed to be somewhere else. Maybe we're supposed to be here.
You do.
Maybe we're supposed to be in the Zach pack.
I did, like, remember, I also would base my, I also would base my, how good I was doing based on like what he was, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I didn't have him, I wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? If I didn't have his,
you have proven you are even better.
That's what I mean. Like, I do,
You're going to be at 20,000 soon, and you couldn't get over 1,000 when he was having you come on panel. I think in a way he almost did us a favor, because we went and actually, you focused on yourself.
I know. And you're right. I did.
In that way, I thank him, because you started focusing on yourself, and look how great your channel has grown. Look how great you've grown as a content creator yourself. You stay focused. You have your own notes. You're doing awesome.
This is what I needed to do. Like, I should have been doing this for the last 3 years, but like, I'm happy. The subscribers, I'm like, I still don't believe it. It's just, I know that I know where they come from, and I know it's like, the TikToks and all, not the TikToks, but the reels and everything, that's great. And I have to, I'm just so proud of myself for staying consistent, and like, I have to share the shit out of everything, but it works. And I feel like people are starting to finally like see that I'm going live. Even the podcast side is doing even like good, like just the ones that just audio, Apple and Spotify. Oh, by the way, guys, it is Apple, Spotify. I always forget to say that. 222. That's a sign. It's 22 here when you said that. Sorry. I can't see.
Yeah, she's on her way. She's at 16.5. I think we're going to hit 20,000 early in 2024.
Every live that I do, like, more
I say we, because I'm part of the community.
I know. I'm
such a supporter, and I feel like so invested in you, Krista.
I do. I get excited because every time I do a live, I get more subscribers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are actually liking what I'm doing, and it's shocking, because I knew I had to just be consistent. and not be all over the place. Even though I'm still a little bit mess, but I know that I had to do better. And honestly, there's people that were pushing me because I was like, I can't do this anymore. They don't support me. Remember how I was like, I could not make a decision. What am I doing with the podcast? The other person that screwed me over, I was on my way out, guys. I was like, this sucks. I can't do this anymore. I'm getting screwed. And then I said,
yeah, and August, you were like, I don't think I'm going to go back. And then all of a sudden you like flipped it around. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to start a podcast.
Me and you, you're like, let's go do this as a one-off on Whose Side Are You On? I was like, Aaron, that's what I'm doing. I'm making it a podcast. And look at us. I've been doing it now. I don't know how many weeks now, but like
you've been consistent since mid-September, and your channel has grown. And I'm so proud of you. I feel so invested when I see your numbers. I'm like, look at her.
I know. For a while it freaked me out because I'm like, I didn't think I could stay consistent, but I proved to myself that I have been. It just, I mean,
I knew you would. And I've seen your skills grow.
I know. I didn't think I could though.
So much more focus.
I know.
You got the focus.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Look at you. You had having your eye was irritated and you still showed up. You have made an excuse. A couple years ago, you would have been like, I can't go on without makeup. Now you're like, guys, I'm going to be on without makeup. Don't point it out.
I know.
Though I pointed it out. But
no, I pointed it out too because my eyes are messed up. I did. George bought me a patch this morning. He bought me.
You need to put the patch on for just the safety of the eye.
Well, after I get off of here, because this is the only time I look like this, I'm going to wash my eye makeup and the rest of my other eye off and like spend the weekend of like making sure my eyes good by Monday because I want to be able to, anyway. Yes, she is. Listen, like there's times where like, guys, I was not going to do this anymore. And Aaron's like, you have to. What do you mean? Like, she's like,
this is your dream.
Yeah. And listen, I had to honestly, I got to give Gabby a lot of credit too, because she's the one in the summertime when I told her what I was doing with you and everything. She pushed me to like, she's like, you need to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Yeah. She's like, even if it's, she's like, you're all over the place. And I knew it. And I knew that. I knew what I was doing wrong. But I'm so proud of myself. I am.
You are.
I am. I really am. It's like, it means a lot to me too. It does. Like, because listen, it's not like I'm not monetized. I do because I love reality TV. I love Housewives.
But I am pushing you to get monetized.
I don't know how, but show me how.
Okay, well, I don't know how either, but we'll figure it out together.
It says I have to have something AdSense account. I said, AT2, help me. He goes, it's not that hard. I said, okay. And then I went back and asked them, but a lot of people are like, what do you
know? AT2 is such a supporter of yours, and he's so loyal and so loving.
I feel bad. I've asked him 3 times. He tries to explain it to me, and I still can't figure it out. I don't know how to do the AdSense account. I don't know. I should do it.
You could always take his class.
I know. Listen, I'm so hard. Listen, the ADHD is hard for me to follow directions. Listen, I couldn't even do StreamYard. Jason tried literally through a video chat 3 or 4 times to show me how to edit on YouTube, and I couldn't do it. It's like I have to like literally, I don't know. For a while, I can only get into StreamYard and get out. But yeah, AT2 is the best, man. He really is. Yeah, please go subscribe to him. He's another one. He was like him and a Gecko. They sat on this thing for hours with me the first time I tried doing this and it didn't work. Like, and I say this all the time. It's not like you guys have to show
up. And Trish
like,
used to come. Trish used to be. I felt like I was such like, okay, so the first time I ever came on to Krista's live, and this is very embarrassing, but Trish was there, and I did not know people in the back room could hear you. So, because again, I've never done YouTube before. And somebody pointed it out to me later. So Krista goes, oh, Trish is going to come up. And I'm like so fangirling because I've never met Trish before. I watched her on Up and Adam like so many times. Like, oh my God, Trish is coming up. And somebody goes afterwards, Trish could have seen that, right? I was like, no, did not know that.
I'm like, I know. There's a little, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know for a while too that people could hear you when you're in the back room and it's backstage, they say. Even before the live starts, if you guys, like me and Jordan
totally fangirl over Trish because I had watched her in the mornings, and then I was like, oh my God, she could see that.
Somebody came on my channel recently that I fangirled over, and I didn't know she was Corey. I did because I realized who Corey was, which is Lola Lane. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And then now I'm like, she's like my friend Corey, But there's somebody else that came up, and I was so excited. She came on my channel, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's you! Oh my god!" I was like so excited. But there's another channel. What's her name? Emily. She speaks Bravo. Emily, I love her. If you guys think I have my opinions, they align with her too. She's cool. Yeah. She speaks Bravo, Emily. But yeah, I know Trish. Trish was so. Oh my god, Trish is fun. Trish is little. Yeah. Trish is little too. She's little like me. I was like, we're like you know, like small child little. We're both like, and we were both at the event smoking with our vapes. In the event, me and Trish are smoking legal marijuana at the shows. It was so much fun. It was like, and it like Erin, honestly, you knew like that how magical that was, all of us together.
Yeah.
They can't. So I mean, like I said, I can't. You know, my thing is out of hurt because, you know, he did support me for a really, really long time. So I can never say that he didn't, but.
No, I say I appreciate it for what it was and what it brought into my life. I love you, Trish. I really do. I'm so glad that you're my friend now. And
I mean,
I can admit that I was so embarrassed after that.
I was like that about Norma and Trish in the beginning. I was like, Trish isn't coming to my lives anymore. I was like, she doesn't like me. I was like, she likes that.
I was like, yeah, she got busy with a life because she's busy.
I know. Well, I didn't realize that people had lives. I was like, well, they're not coming to my lives. Where's my what we used to call each other? Well, not Adam, sadly, but what else did I used to call us? I forget what. Oh, hot messy topics. Never mind. The hot messy group. We were the hot messy group, but oh, it was so much fun. Oh my god! Listen, we are the right size for an Oompa Loompa. Okay, we are the right size for Oompa Loompas. I'm so
no, excited. I'm the right type for Oompa Loompa. But
I'm so excited that what did you say? I'm so excited. The chocolate factory. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Look, I was never.
I have to go.
Okay, sorry. I know I should probably go too.
This has been so much fun. Please, please give Krista a great rating on the Apple or the Spycast thing, whichever you have.
Free. I'm all free everywhere, guys.
Oh, and Google. You're on the Google one too.
Oh yeah, I'm on all of them. All the platforms that you can get your podcast on audio. I do upload the entire 2 hours because it has timestamps and everything. And like I told them to come over here and watch the crazy live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, guys. 12:15. I was 12:05, 12:15. We are fun size. We are.
And remember, spread love, not hate. Even if you've been dumped, it's okay to look back and say, hey, you know what? That was a great moment. I'm moving forward, but we still appreciate everywhere. And send love, not hate, because I'm sick of all the hate out there. Send love.
Yeah, I guess I won't say what I was going to say then about Adam. Okay.
No, send love.
Send love. Yeah. He loves Andy. He loves Andy Cowan, is what I'm going to say. He loves Andy Cowan. He wants to be him.
And he for the moment that we were a part of that, it was wonderful, and we can appreciate it.
You know why he dumped us? Because Bravo said we're not good enough. That's why he dumped us. That's why he dumped us. Okay. We weren't good enough to be in his Bravo land. But I love you. Goodbye.
I love everybody.
Love you. Bye. 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 It's like you hang up first. No, you hang up first. I'm going to stay on it for a minute, but yeah, like you hang up first. I know everybody's got to go. I know. I'm surprised you guys hang out this long too. Honestly, especially after we're done talking about the episode. And I say we, but Erin, thank you for coming up. Thank you so much. That was I was shocked. Not shocked. I was pleasantly surprised. I get so excited. Nostalgic.
Yes. It's always a good time when we're together.
We did. We started together.
Yep.
But do you have to work or something? Do you have to go to work?
No, I do have to respond to some emails in a minute. But I figure once you end your live, because you said you were staying for a second.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. But bye,
guys. I love you all, and I will. We'll be back on Monday for Miami. Oh my God, yes, I didn't watch it yet. Miami on Monday. I know you have to work, but all right, guys, love you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification thing, and make sure you hit the all button. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:15. Boost Audio on podcast. And also, if I forget, follow me on I'm Reality with Krista Marie on all the things. Except for Instagram, which I'm so locked out of it. Still makes me so upset, but everybody's getting back to me. Whose side you want is absolutely me. People don't know that. They're like, oh, you're Reality with Krista Marie. I'm like, yeah, it's me. All right, guys. I love you guys. Bye. I'm going to end it.